Hello. Oh, hi. So, wait, I'm unmuted. Okay. Because once again, my screen is really big, but I think I've laid things out a little better. It should be fine. Anyways, before we get into it, I would just like to I'd like to show everyone something that happened to me the other day, and I think it was kind of silly. I think it's this. Oh yeah, you can see me taking a couple pictures, kind of not really spoilers. Anyway, so for for context, right? I've been playing a fair bit of ZA as you're doing. Yeah, I know there's no audio, whatever. And I've been trying to hunt two things since I got Fletchender. Yeah, I've been trying to get a furfru, a shiny furfru, just to be yeah, duh, because it kind of sort of not really looks like my dog. It kind of does in that it is a dog and it has black fur, and it's not, in which they have totally different proportions. But I'm saying that it would be my dog anyway because I want to have my dog on my team. So I was like resetting at area 11, right? Because I had unlocked it and I didn't want to proceed the story too far with only having three members of my team. Yeah. Well, I haven't found it yet, but anyway, you can kind of see my what I was doing. So I would like load the area. I'd walk in. I'd check all three of the fur spawns because you can do that from here. And I've learned something kind of interesting. You could see it. I've learned something interesting about the spawn. So we see right there. Imagine my thought process. Oh shit, that's a big clauncher. Sick. I love clauncher. And as soon I noticed the text immediately, I'm like, oh shit, the day's about to turn. Please don't despawn. Please don't despawn. And you can see me fumbling, being like, ooh, oh god, like which ball? Oh my god, I don't wanna fail it. Ah, I'm like, wow, what a. I sure hope it didn't despawn. It didn't despawn. He's right here. Look at my big boy. Look at my big boy. I fucking love this little thing. His name is Shirley. Anyways, I was happy, but I was also really, really annoyed. More so, I was really, really annoyed because, well, if you can read the title and you can see my two party members, you may say, hey, what the hell are you doing up here when you have two Dratini? Or one Dratini, one Dragonair. It was a Dratini, I evolved it earlier. And I'll say, well, that's a great fucking question. And you know what? I don't have the best answer for you except I want a pink one, but in big. Why? Well, I really like Dragonite. Like I really like Dragonite. Dragonite is my favorite fully evolved pseudo legendary, and I'm saying fully evolved because does it outrank Jangmo-O? Yes. Yes, it does. But it's close. Also, I don't know if it picks up, but 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 Shirley over here, when he walks, he makes little scuttling sounds, and I think it's the most adorable thing ever, and it's making me really love Clauncher. Anyways, so that's what I'm going to do today, is that I'm going to hope and pray. I am begging on my knees. Please, dear God, give me a giant Dratini. Please. I've been here for so long. And and in case you're wondering, you look down left, we see the little critters, two Dratini, two monkey. You may say, huh, why are there monkeys there? I am counting those as phases. Those are my phases. I would have put text there, but I didn't like how it looked. I also kind of don't like how these are placed, but it's fine. I found the Dratini and the second Dratini in the Panseer today. And I'll be completely honest, I have no idea how those monkeys got there. I'm assuming that most certainly I got them. I will be walking up to them a lot, even though I have a Dratini in my party, and it will be extraordinarily obvious if it's there. But I just need to sanity check myself, okay? It will happen. Hold. You can see the power of Shirley. Go, Shirley, go! I'm low-key tempted to keep Shirley on my team, even though I will not have Shirley on my team because he's so perfect. Anyway, things. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So the monkeys I've gotten from like the trees that are here, like these trees. And I was assuming, oh, yeah, well, because I'm walking like back and forth, because that's what I'm doing. The whole thing is, I know it's probably a little hard to see, but you could see by that hedge, we could see the Dratini. It's very tiny. And as I walk away, eventually, once I get to like around here, it'll disappear. And once it's disappeared, when I walk back, it'll be different. How do I know it's different? Well, I mean, that's a pretty good showcase because that one's alpha. And every single time they respawn, they have a chance to be a shiny. Will they be shiny? Hmm. Anyway, so because I was like running back and forth on the rooftops, I'm like, oh, well, that's probably how I'm spawning and despawning in all these monkeys. But then I thought, wait a minute, but if they spawn in like the middle trees, if they spawn anywhere other than like that tree there, I would be despawning them regularly. And I'm pretty sure if you have a shiny on a screen, but you intentionally walk out of its spawn radius, it will despawn. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think that's how it works. I've been trying to avoid a lot of information because we're starting to get to the point where even though the game's not even a week old, people are putting blatant spoilers in their thumbnails, and I fucking hate you for it, by the way. Like, I'm coming to get you. Yeah, it's woof. Yeah, so I'd really like to continue the story so I can not have a bunch of fucking spoilers, even though I'm trying really hard to avoid them. But it's fine. Anyway, wait, that was going to get me into the one spoiler I would be okay with, and if you know the answer to this, then can you tell me? What are the odds that like random alphas spawn? Because I feel like this Dratini does it decently often, and occasionally it will be a Dragonair, and I feel like it's like 50-50 the Dragonair will be big. Yeah? I am so annoyed because goddamn, if I do any fucking 4096 hunt and it just goes swimmingly. There was the one time where I got Zigzagoon with no phases in X and Y in June earlier this year, and like that's it. All the other ones, bajillion phases, super over odds. Don't, yeah, I'm not counting methods because that's not 4096 in my brain because the odds are technically different. What the hell? Because I've not only been doing this, right? I've also been doing the Furfru, as I've said. Do you want to guess how many phases I've had on that? And for context, I've not counted exactly how many things spawn in that area, and I'm also not entirely sure how spawning works because I've had something strange happen today. But there's maybe like, I don't know, 20, 20-ish spawns, maybe like 25, but I only see about 16 per spawn, and 3 of them are Furfru. I've not gotten it yet, otherwise you would see it in my team. Um, Yeah, I've gotten 8 phases. 8. One of them you're seeing on screen, it's Shirley, my beloved. And I thought it was so funny because as I'm resetting the area a bunch, I'm like, wow, it's mostly Clauncher. And I know in my brain that I've liked Clauncher. I like Clauncher shiny. So I'm like, damn, if I'm going to phase a bunch, can it please be on Clauncher? Yeah, I have 4 of them. And of course, you see one of them's the big one, but that one doesn't surprise me because if the odds to become a random alpha are like what 5% and you have 10, like 6 to 10 spawning in one area reset, like yeah, there is a decent chance that I was going to find an alpha. So I'm glad that if I found a random shiny alpha, it's of this little goober. I love it so much. My little silly. He's just so cute. See, like that. I know it's not shiny, but I'm checking it anyway. That's why the Dratini and the Dragonair are in my party, so I can sanity check myself. Because at dusk, especially, they look really pink. Or the back, the blue part looks almost the same shade, tone, whatever, as the belly. It's very hard to tell apart. Anyway, what I was saying earlier about just now about getting about a weird thing happening in the area. Oh, please kill it. Thank you. Is if you just fly to an area a whole bunch and you don't even see the spawns, is it still re-rolling them, or do you need to actually see them spawn in for it to be re-rolled? And I ask that because I was wondering, and I'll show you just for context. I was wondering if if I teleported to Area 6, if it would teleport me like here, and then I would have an easy way to walk on this side of Area 11, where you see two Furfru very easily instead of having to take my weird path to C3. And it would also be shorter. It doesn't work like that, but I was walking across the bridge and I hear a shiny sound. And I'm like, oh brother, what is it? Because I don't see anything. And I think it's on like a rooftop or something. No, it was a stunfisk in the grass and I just couldn't see it. And then I'm like, okay, I think I got it, but just in case, let me do the exact same thing again to see. And I hear it again. And I'm like, huh? And it was a stunfisk. Again, they were standing right next to each other. I'm like, what, huh? Well, that seems a little peculiar, especially because, okay, wait, and this one is actually like insane full odds. That's why my luck is so cursed. Look at this picture. They spawned at what I was doing like a promotion task quest, and I flew to this area, I hear the sparkle, I look over, they're both there. So I don't think any like weird resetage was going on. I just spawned two at the same time. Anyway, so I also had two stunfisk right next to each other, and I was like, okay, this is getting a little fucking ridiculous. Like that's absurd. Two of these, and I've not seen the Klotzer, which to be fair, I didn't want to see. I haven't seen the Slowbro. I've not seen a Slowpoke, which by the way, I've heard Slowpoke shiny is different. Huh? Is it actually? Don't tell me what it is if it is, but is it? Huh? What? What? Dragonite next? Just because I'm thinking about it. But I was like, okay, so if I was constantly resetting the area over and over again and I just never walked to that side of the area, did I just spawn those from continually resetting the area? Or did I just get super cursed luck again? Anyways, um, another important thing, you can see I changed my character's look up a little. The hair is kind of killing me, but I don't want to have the same hair as Tawny. Also, I look at my picture oh my god! I look at the picture I took for my profile and I'm like, wait, no, I cooked. It cooked. It's cute. It just looks extra shiny in this lighting. It kind of kills me. Anyway, I'm kind of transgender colored right now. I was thinking, oh yeah, duh, of course I'm not getting the Dratini because I'm in my emo outfit, which I should also be drawing, but I'm not because I'm shiny hunting. Getting really weird luck. I can never just get normal good or bad luck. I have to get fucking weird luck. Cringe. Yeah, I've found pink hair. Huge. You do if wait, no. Spoilers if you want to know how. So just don't listen for the next 5 seconds if you care, okay? Alright, so I did it by doing the Flabebe quest. And I was so happy. Because I was like, oh please, it feels so weird that there's not pink hair when Tawny literally has pink hair. Why can't I have pink hair and pronouns? Now I can. And so now I have a pink outfit. And I only have, I'm half blonde because I felt like it matched the best with this cute little sweater vest thing that I like. Oh yeah, and by the way, I found out that you can change, like if you have two pieces of the same type, like I have this pink and white sweater vest shirt combo, and I also have like the black and purple one, that if I wanted, I could wear like the black shirt or the black sweater and the pink shirt. You can mix and match pieces of the same type, which is awesome. Like, that's so sick. My one complaint is that with these pants in specific, it has like an accent color that you can change, but I've literally found I don't see the difference. There is no difference, which is annoying because like having pink accents on this I think would be kind of cute, but I can't do that because there's no difference. Anyway, I thought that the platinum blonde kind of fit. Unfortunately, I am also almost literally reverse tawny, which is fine, but it's why I don't want to have the platinum blonde on top. Also because it would make it seem like I had blonde roots, and I can't be a blonde. I can only be a fake blonde. Like I know it's not. That's why I have them on the screen so I can look at them, even though these are the X and Y models. Wait. Okay, so uh she's so big. Um so I caught the Oh wait, yeah, hold up. I'm at rank, what's it called? I should have put that earlier. Rank E, so rank E spoilers. Ah, fuck. I would put a pinned message, but oh brother. Anyway, rank E spoilers. You know what? Actually, oh. Ignore that. Ignore it. Anyway, so sorry. So I got the Dynamo and I was like, cool. But then I was thinking about it a little. I was thinking about it and I'm like, man. So the Electros has not been a fave until more recently. And I'm like, damn, Electros is peak. I love this little critter. But it's always been a standout to me because in Generation 5 when it was introduced, I'm I was gonna say I think the first time you fight it, I don't actually know, but definitely the most memorable time you see it is when you're fighting Getsus at the end. This is in Black and White 1 for context. Is when you're fighting Getsus and he sends out this big honkin' Electros and you're like, "Oh my god, what the fuck is that? It's huge and it's weird and it doesn't have any weaknesses. What the fuck is this thing?" And that's one of the reasons why it stood out so much is because it's huge and it just like it looks really heavy as it like bounces back and forth. And mm, I've heard people say that like sky battles have kind of ruined flying Pokemon since Generation 6. And is that true? Because they've made the models always flying so that they could, fly. And I wonder if Electros is a victim of that because in Generation 6 they made it into stupid dinky little windsock. And there's nothing wrong with dinky little windsock. However, it's definitely a stark vibe change. It's not what I liked originally about Electros. Sorry. She's just so silly. I love her. And so I'm like, ugh, I really want a big Electros. I really just want a regular alpha Electros. So it can be like I have giant Electros that I love in Gen 5. And then I send her out when I evolve her for this first time, and you just see her lumbering about, not flying like a little windsock. And I'm like, oh my god. They did this literally for me. They made this for me. Like, she's even got the pose. She's so silly. I love this pocket monster. I should get my Electros plushie. Yeah, I should get the Jirachi. The Jirachi brought. If it was actually a thing, I'll hear it again. If I hear that accursed sound randomly one more time, I'm gonna blow a gasket. And by blow a gasket, I mean I'm gonna go, grrr. Why? But yeah, I'm so glad. I was thinking about getting like a Dedenne on my team because I really like Dedenne and I've never used one. And generally, when I get a new game, I like using things that I've not gotten before. And I already have Meganium, which I've used plenty. I have Talonflame, which I've used plenty. I was going to get Dragonite, which I've used a fair few times. I'm like, man, let me use a Dedenne. It's Gen 6, and then, um, well, I guess we have rank E spoilers. Rank E spoilers allowed. Um, I saw Canary. I think it's Canary. Shout out to Canary, by the way. Yeah, I saw her, and I was like, oh my God, wait, her ace is Electros, and she has a Mega Stone. Like I have to. Like I have to. I have to get it. I'm a fake Electros fan. I've never used one. Let me get one. I need to. And every time I see her lumbering about, I'm like, "Ooh, this is so worth it. She's so silly. Look at her. Ah, what a beautiful, perfect little critter." And then I did the Canary fight. I did the promotion match, and I was like, "Wowzers, this is this is amazing." Okay, wait. I don't think I ever actually typed it. How do I pin something again? Oh God, this is gonna be so annoying. Pin. Pin. Rank. E. Rank E. Oh my God, this is horrible. I'm so sorry. Boy, there's only. Okay. Sorry. Just 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 making sure. I would really hate to spoil things for people. I can spoil things for myself of my own volition. I would hate to do it to others. Anyway, so since we've established we get ranky spoilers, um, I'm fighting Canary. Well, first of all, Mega Excadrill, not so. There's a lot of Gen 5 Megas, I've noticed, which, I ain't complaining. Mega Excadrill is so funny. And it was extra funny because I remember back when Black and White first came out, I think that was the first game, maybe Heart Gold Soul Silver was. It was one of the first games that I ever actually beat without using an action replay, but I didn't have like a fully fleshed out team. I think I just mostly used my starter. And one of the most memorable things was just getting absolutely dunked on by Clay's Excadrill because I don't know, you'd look at Excadrill and you'd be like, "Oh, well, I don't know if it's that strong." No, it is. It is. And it just absolutely fucking dunked on me. So it felt a little poetic to see an Excadrill and being like and then you see it and then it absolutely fucking annihilated me and I was like some things never change. And to be fair, it completely fucking walled my team. It completely walled it because I learned that Electros doesn't have Levitate. Or maybe it has Mold Breaker. Hold up, wait. I'm actually curious. Do abilities exist? Yeah, abilities don't exist. Okay, I was like, wait, does it have Mold Breaker? I think it does. No, just no abilities. That's fine. So I was like, okay, well, my Electros evaporates to anything. Talonflame evaporates to a Rock Slide, and Meganium evaporates to a Bug Bite. And since we're allowing rank E spoilers, I got my Meganiumite, and I was like, yee, excited! I'm excited because earlier, I remember last stream explicitly saying, like, once my Meganium can learn Dazzling Gleam, I'm like, wait a minute. Meganium ain't exactly known for having a good move pool. I wonder if this thing's Mega is Fairy type. It is. I felt so smart. Wait, it's quad weak to poison. Anyway, I was jazzed out of my mind. Mega Meganium peak. Love that little goober. But if I Mega Evolved it, then I would have died to an Iron Head. And I'm pretty sure that just wastes your mega, so like, why even bother? Anyway, I'm like, ooh, Mega Electros, my baby. And it's so good because they're like, damn, you know, it would be better than one Electros? Two Electros. But, you know, it would be better than two Electros? That's right, baby. Three Electros, and that's the Mega. It's so good. It's so silly. It's just three Electros. I wonder if the Mega Shiny looks any cool, but uh, the the hunts have not been kind to me. And I have three more that I want to do. Right? I have half my team. I need to get a Chandelure, which if I'm not busy on my birthday, which I probably will be, because that's on Thursday, going to see Chainsaw Man, very excited, and then probably going to go to like the beach or something on Friday. You know, it's cold. Yeah, it's cold, but I ain't going there to swim. Yeah, probably I'll be busy for the rest of the week, and I was thinking about not even streaming today. Oh wait, I didn't even get to the thing that I wanted to say with my fucking keyboard. So I found ginger beer just like chilling in the fridge, and I was like, oh shit, yeah, ginger beer. I was not feeling sick or anything, in case you were wondering, because I know ginger is good for your stomach if you have stomach aches. I just wanted ginger beer. It sounded good. And I went to open it, and it just kind of like it went everywhere, including in my keyboard. And I'm like, oh shit. And I had already been thinking about cleaning my keyboard, so I'm like, all right, fine. Let me just like take all the keys off and I'll like scrub them down, which by the way, didn't even fucking do anything. Really annoyed at that. But anyway, so I took apart my keyboard, so now currently it has no caps, which is why typing is a little difficult because I can't fucking see what I'm typing because I fucking spilled ginger beer on it. See, because like you see what I mean, right? That looks pink, but it's not. Trust me, the times that I've seen it, I've like, oh yeah, that's obviously shiny. But you can't be too. Oh my god, she's so silly. Let me get other baby out. Ugh. I would like to not. Oh yeah, wait. I never even said my phases for Furfru. I just want to say it because just to know. I got 4 Clauncher, which I can't be too mad about. I got 3 Stunfisk, and I have 1 Weedle. And that one was interesting because I got it. I was doing my little run through and I heard the sparkle. I'm like, where is it? I don't see any. And at first I assume it's a Stunfisk because they're flat and they're in the grass. They're hard to see. And I'm like, I don't see it. Maybe if I like reload the area, things will change spots and I'll be able to see it easier. Didn't happen. I'm looking around for this thing for like 10 minutes and eventually I'm like, is it even in the area? Will it even give me the sparkles if it's out of the area? And the answer is yes. You can hear things sparkle inside of an area if you are outside of it, and you can hear things sparkle outside of an area if you're inside of it. So then I walked along the edge of the outside, bam, Weedle jump scare. Yeah. And then also in terms of weird shiny luck, there was me just like running along doing quests, and I was going to the museum, which I've not gone to yet because I I wanted to be invested in it, not for it to be just like, oh yeah, in and out. So I wanted to be in the right mindset. And as soon as I'm doing it, I don't even know if I registered the sparkle sound or it's sparkling in front of me, but I noticed a Flabebe with a sparkly aura. I'm like, oh. I'm like, is this part of the quest? Oh, no, oh, you're just there. Okay, cool. Yeah, sure, why not? So I have a shiny red Flabebe, which is cool. If anything, I would like a shiny yellow Flabebe because shiny Florges, well, I guess all of them, they look like the non-binary flag, but Florges especially. With Flabebe, it's really hard to see the orbital body. I could only tell that it was shiny because of the sparkle aura, which I think is so cool, and I think it's kind of a shame that shinies that you catch don't maintain sparkle aura when you send them out. Maybe it would get a little obnoxious, be like too much visual clutter, but I think it would be cute. See, because like over there it looks pink, especially next to the pink crystals. It's fine. Have I found any other random shinies since last time? I don't remember. I've been in the Furfrou mines. What I've been doing is that when I get a shiny here, I'll go to the Furfrou area, and then if I got one there, I would come back here. But it felt like every time I went there, I'd get like two or three shinies in a short period of time, and I'm like, okay, okay, well this is just telling me to go back, right? Clearly, that's how statistics work. Can you get that? Can you get that? Oh yeah, and when the time gets super close, I won't be running back and forth just because I'll be worried that if I... No, baby! It's okay, baby! It's okay, baby. Because I'm worried that when the time rolls over and I'm not close enough to it, it will despawn. And I would cry. Anyway, I'd really, 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 really like to know what the odds of this Dratini spawning in as alpha are. I want to know when I should be cutting my losses. I think I I think that if I get five phase Dratini, I'm not counting the monkeys for that. If I see five Dratini and none of them are alpha, I might move on because I want to play the game. But at the same, I want enormous Dragonite. I will be back here regardless. Think about it. Giant Mega Dragonite and whatever fucking color it is, it'd be beautiful. Don't tell me what it is. Don't tell me what it is. I bet it's beautiful. My beautiful girl. I love you, Dragonite. Why do you hate me? I'm petting my Dragonite on its little snout. Oh my goodness. My parents asking me, "Hey, what do you want for my birthday?" as if it's not 2 days from now. And as if they're not already like, we're gonna go look at office chairs tomorrow, which I'm like, you know what? You help me get an office chair, that's good enough because this chair is actually pissing me off because it has a permanent lean backwards now. I have to have a pillow in it or else I cannot sit up straight and my back really hurts. So I'm like, that's good enough for me. And you're gonna help and you want to get me like a plant shelf, something that I've been wanting for years, I'll be good. But but do I ask for Poipole? Poipole sitting cutie. Something that I really want. But like I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know if I can buy that right now. But I've ideas swirling in my brain, and I think having plushy Poipole would really be nice. But at the same time, if I got Poipole, I would also want Oricorio, the flame one to be specific, because I like the plushie of that one the best. And I'm so mad because I love Lycanroc. I love Dusk Lycanroc specifically. Morning one, fine. Midnight one, not my fave. I love Dusk Lycanroc. Why does the sitting cutie look like its face got squished in? It looks like it look the snoot droop snoot droop snoot. Why is it droop snoot? It looks weird. I don't like it. But if I had Lycanroc and Oricorio, and I guess also Rabombi, I would have like my dream team in plushies. That would my dream Alolan team would be Rowlet, Trumbeak, Minior, Oricorio, Lycanroc, and the last one that I said. Oh god, I can't list multiple things out. Rowlet, Trumbeak, Rabombi, Oricorio, Lycanroc, Minior. All of those. That's the dream team. But if I got the Oricorio and I got the Rabombi, then I wouldn't have Lycanroc. But the Lycanroc looks ugly as hell. Why? People love Lycanroc, don't they? He's puppy. Whoopee. No, the midnight form looks good. It's just the day form and the dust form that have weird squish noses. I just do not like them. But it's also sad because I understand why they don't want to do recolors that aren't like definitive form changes, but it feels wrong. Ah, baby. Okay, there he is. It feels wrong having like the forms of Vivillon. Yes, I know it's Vivian. I will never say it Vivian. Having like the forms of Vivillon, but not Flabebe and Florges. I get that there's like you'd have to make 15 different plushies for that whole line, but maybe don't make them different colors then, silly. It feels weird not having the different core colors of Minior and plushie form because I really want a purple one. The purple one's my favorite. I'm fine with having the pink one because that's my other favorite. But if we're talking Dream Team, I'd have a purple Minior specifically. None of the other colors would do for me. I love that Orpal baby. I want to squish it in my hands. If I get shiny Panpour today, I might crash out. I might. I was thinking about that earlier. I'm like, oh, I don't know if I ever finished what I was saying with that. I am so sorry. Scatterbrain moment. I don't know if they respawn by me walking back and forth or if they only respawn by me getting the day cycles. And if it's only by the day cycles, A, crazy that I got two. B, crazy I got two different ones. If I get Panpour, I'll explode. What do you mean I just got the three monkeys randomly without even trying? And I'm not getting the one thing that I want. Big. We've not even seen like a single big Dragonair. Have we even seen Dragonair? I want to say that Oop, there it is. Dragonair is like a 1% spawn. It just feels right if it would be 1%. Yeah, she can't he can't consistently kill the level 28 hunters. He could usually consistently kill the other ones, the level 26 and 27s. If that hunter shines, I will also be mad. It's like, what the fuck? This random one-off. Meanwhile, I'm hunting for hours, days on end. Dratini. I love Dratini. I love Dragonair. I love Dragonite. I love this whole line. They peaked. Nothing. I found out you could put makeup on your character too. Was that there in the original character creator and I just completely missed it, by the way? Because I thought it was so weird. I'm like, why can't I put makeup on my character? Oh, there, Big Dragonair. If I got Big Dragonair, I would scream. Please. I want to play the game. As soon as I get Dragonair or Furfrou, I'll continue the story a bit. Also, if I'm at rank E, can I groom Furfrou? I would like to do that. I'm hoping that when I do eventually get Furfrou too, that it's a small one. I know it's probably not going to be, but I would love for it to be small because then it would be even more like Daisy. I love Oh, two in a row. Rare. See, it could just be confirmation bias, but I swear to God, they feel bigger than usual. It looks pink. I know it's not. It's not pink. Come hither, my little shrimp. Oh yeah, wait, I also named all my shrimps S names. So we have Shirley. The first one that I caught is Shrimply, because it's just as shrimple as that. I have Scampy, and I have Saute. I think that's one. I'm really liking Clauncher. I thought if I have an army of shiny Clauncher, I would be okay with that, but I don't want to get multiple phases of anything else. Except maybe Inkay so that I could have Inkay and Malamar. None of the others. God, they made Dragonite so cute. I keep looking at my plushie and I'm like, this is just the perfect creature. And you know it's perfect because I'm the number one orange hater in the universe. And I'm like, this orange critter is perfect. It's 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 so huggable and sweet looking, and then it's just absolutely decks you in the face or something. It's Gap Moe. It's Gap Moe to me. I love Gap Moe. I need to update my character sheets. That's not related at all. But there are times when I'm just, um, if you ever hear like a writer or something saying, yeah, characters will just do things on their own, true statement. They will just do that. Um, Imagine. Um, but yeah, I was thinking about, I don't know, just like giving one of my guys a bit extra sauce in the design, just a bit. And I was like, I really like having I really like when like big hats have like dangly bits off of them, but I'm like, would this guy would just get annoyed by a lot of accessories. And then I thought, what if he had like fishing lures on the hat because he's like a fish guy and he fishes. I'm like, holy shit, that's such a good idea. I cooked and I wrote it down in my notes app immediately so I could remember it. Like, that's such a good idea. I love hats with little dangly bits. They're so cute. I might make his cloak a little more intricate. I don't know. It's so hard because I always think I make my characters with like no accessories. But then I think about them and I'm like, they just wouldn't want to put on accessories. They wouldn't want to do all that shit. And same with like hair or whatever. Because when I was designing this character originally, he wasn't full fish and he had actual hair. I thought about giving him a hairstyle that would like involve like crocheting in extensions and stuff. And I'm just like, yeah, this is a great idea. It gives off the exact vibe that I want to because it would result in like really puffy locks. And I wanted that because originally this character was like a cloud spirit and he's not anymore, but I wanted to kind of keep the vibe. But I'm just like his ass would not want to redo that every couple months. His ass would not be doing that. So I can't do that. So it's like, well, I guess I just have to make a character who would want to do that, who would want to be extra with accessories, but then so many of mine are just not. And then it's like, what do you mean? I made them. But then they just wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that. Man, start liking shit more, huh? I have to be careful to not keep writing the same four characters. Mostly the same two characters. Please don't make me hiccup a bunch. If I do get a shiny, by the way, I will move to the Furfrou area. Well, yeah, I will. I'll move to it for a couple minutes. Because I don't know exactly how long it takes for these to respawn. I am so warm. Hold on. I'm gonna get my fan. I'm lifting it up by the stalk. I'm picking it up by its neck. I've had my fan turned off for like weeks because it's been so cold. And I have it on even a little blowing on me in my sleep. And I'm just like, this is too cold, even with my big weighted blanket, my comfy weighted blanket that I love so much. It's just too much. I was gonna say something else and then I forgot. Now! So it seems pretty clear that my parents and I are not going to finish watching Chainsaw Man before we see the movie. And I'm just trying to rack my brain, trying to remember, is there any super fucking weird shit that happened in the Reze arc? Is there? Because I was like, okay, the more that I think about it, yeah, there's like I know that there's weird shit. I know that there's weird shit. I'm like, okay, there's the thing where like Power's sitting on the toilet and she's like, okay, you can grope me now. It's a whole it sounds worse than what it is. There's like the vomiting scene, everything that Makina's in. I'm just like, is there anything fucking weird in the Reze arc that my parents are tagging along because they want to tag along with me? that I'm gonna have to explain to them. What am I gonna have to brace myself for? Basically. Ooh. I'm so ready. I was thinking while I was shiny hunting that I would rewatch Yuri on Ice. I haven't done it yet, but I was looking for gay things to watch. Not that Chainsaw Man is. It's just whatever. And I was because I feel like I bring it up occasionally. I've never really liked it. I feel like I would be more lenient towards it now. Unfortunately, I do have my hater cap on at all times. I don't know. I also have my hater cap on because I got a message from my friend. I was like, "Hey, what do you think of Rocky Horror Picture Show?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I've never seen it," which is true because I don't know and I've never seen it. He's like, "Yeah, I really didn't like it," and I'm like, "Oh, okay, yeah, whatever." Then I get another text a couple days later, like, "Oh my God, I finally found someone else who doesn't like it." I'm like, my friend, my silly, silly little friend. No shit, you're not the only person in the world who doesn't like something. Like, that's a tiny pet peeve of mine. Oh, does anyone else think? Yes. Somebody else does think. I can guarantee that you've probably not had an original opinion. That's totally unshared by anyone else. There's no way. What the fuck is Rocky Horror Picture Show? What is it? I don't understand it. I don't understand why there's like a hazing ritual for newbies. What? What is it? I'm kind of scared of it because I feel like I just get weird vibes from it. It's hard to explain. I just can't explain it. But at the same time I want to know. I feel like a bad queer. Bad queer doesn't know what it is. Silly, silly. Oh, wait. Sorry, I just remembered a message about that I got the other day about something that my mom wanted to watch, and I'd be like, "Oh yeah, I'd want to watch that with you." It was like a movie. I forget what it's called. I want horror movie recommendations. I want to watch horror movies, but I feel like there's a lot. It is either really good or is really bad. Silence of the Lambs makes me so sad because like, is it a good movie? Is it well made? Is it compelling? Yes. But like you can't deny the trans misogyny of it, you know? You can't deny how prevalent it is in the narrative, how much it helped to embed trans misogyny into pop culture and shit. And it's like, ugh. I think about that frequently when I think about movies because I don't bad memory. So I'm like, what movies do I like? I can only think of three movies in my brain at the same time, and usually I'll end up being like, ooh, I like The Thing. If you ask me what's a movie, that'll be probably the first one that I say. I like that movie. Good movie. That's not the one with the xenomorph. Okay, yeah, I had that confused because earlier my dad was talking about costumes for dogs, being like, "Oh yeah, I saw the thing one for a husky and it had a xenomorph bursting out of the chest." And I'm like, "Those aren't from the same movie, are they?" But I'm just going along with it because I get it. And I'm saying, "Oh, Daisy would hate that because she would. She hates clothes." But those are different movies. I rewatched Oh my God. I rewatched Alien and Aliens semi recently, like a couple months back. Great movies. Great movies. And then I also watched 3 because I wanted to know what it was about, and ooh, I am like I get it. I understand. Them just taking the emotional threads or plot points and stuff set up in 2, like the whole thing with like Ripley and her relationship to motherhood, and then you have, oh God, what was the kid's name? It was something weird. It was like Newt or something. And then you have this like mother daughter reconciliation and stuff, and it's very full circle for the character arc and shit. And then you have this other bozo guy who I don't give a fuck about, and I don't remember his name. It's like, oh yay, okay, cool. And that's how the second one ends off, and it's perfect. And then you have the third one, and then they die off screen. And I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What do you mean they die off screen? You just took the whole fucking movie and you're just throwing it out the window. What the fuck? And the alien pregnancy, like I get it. I get that motherhood and pregnancy and shit is like is like an overarching theme. But what the fuck, man? I was so mad. That I'm just writing that off in my brain as it's not even canon. It's not canon. But I want to watch horror movies. I'm scared to find a horror movie and if it would actually scare me. I have no idea how I would react to something that would actually scare me these days. I mentioned it last time, but I used to be really scared of Coraline when I first watched it. Like, couldn't sleep type shit, and I'm like, am I even capable of doing that anymore? Would something spook me that bad? I don't know. I can't remember the last time I've actually been like, sorry, I feel a hiccup in my chest. I've actually been like scared. Not just like in the moment, guy jumps out of a corner, boo, and I go, ah, like scared. No shot. It's not shiny. It's not shiny. It's not shiny. Look at all the shiny Dratini on the screen. It's not shiny. Pokemon looks so vibrant and beautiful in this game. Have I said that yet? I love the colors in this game. Like, look at how pretty the sky looks. Look at how cute my character is. I don't know. I'm just, even though I'm not, I'm maybe like mid-game or something. I don't know. It's hard to tell. This is like everything that I've wanted from the series for a long time. Just my little gripes. And it feels like they've tackled most of them. Things like degender-locked clothes. Any character can wear any of the clothing. You can pick the boy character and you can wear a skirt. Hella based. You can wear makeup as either of the character, even though you only get like beauty spots and like lipstick. Having eyeshadow and nail polish would be really nice. But I know that it's not gonna happen. I was a little worried. Well, see, because like in Scarlet and Violet, they did have that, and I thought it was really cool because you had all these eye shapes, you had makeup, you could do anything except you were limited to the school uniforms, and it's like, okay, you have degender locked cosmetics, but at what cost? That's okay, so there's more robust customization allegedly, but will they take a step back, No, they haven't. Yay. The colors are more saturated, which I've been complaining about for literal years. You have a Kalos game with more Kalos identity, even though there's a lot of Gen 5 presence, it feels like. Or like a fair bit. There's not a the Gen 5 dex is so big. There's a good amount. The like the Gen 6isms have more of a presence. Instead of X and Y, where you only have like 3 mega battles per, you have this, which is a game and a story about megas, about mega evolution, which is like, yeah, that's what it fucking should have been. And I can't wait to see how Zygarde ties into all this, because Zygarde is so fucking weird. Because an X and Y is just, it's just chilling in some fuck-ass cave. You're like, oh, it's like the Z Pokemon, so it's important, and you have, you have the life and the death Pokemon, and then you have the order Pokemon, you have the balance, so it's kind of Reshiram Zekrom vibes, but not exactly. So it's like, what the fuck is this thing's deal? And then it introduces the two other forms in Gen 7? Why? Why? It's so weird. X and Y are so fucking weird, man. I hope that's the takeaway of all my complaints of X and Y. Not that I hate them, but that I'm sad they're not better and that they're really, really weird. Also, an ad break will start in about a minute. I don't know if they stopped the badge drops. They might have. I think they have. Sorry if you missed them. If you did it earlier today, you subscribed to anyone, you would have gotten a Totodile badge. Like, I have a Chikorita badge because I love Chikorita and it's my favorite one. I love Chikorita so much. I'm so mad at that thumbnail I saw earlier. Ugh. It's so annoying having incognito tabs open for things. It's mostly so that I don't mess up my recommendations by looking up like weird shit. But then but then I just get fucking slop. I get recommended Asmongold. Disgusting. Fuck that guy. I get recommended a bunch of like moist critical. Gross. I don't even know if he does anything. He just has rancid vibes to me. And that was the person whose clip I saw who spoiled shit for me, and I was like, great. And I do realize that it was probably not him that uploaded it, but I'm like, man, always who you most expect. Oh, I thought it didn't die. Whatever, go my shrimp. Oh yeah, wait. And since I played through X and Y earlier this year with a male character, because before I only played through it back when it came out in 2013, and I picked the female character, and I was like, oh yeah, there's a bunch of cute customization. And with the male character, it feels a lot more limited. It's like, wow, it's nice that it's not limited, that I can get all the cute colors and cute styles without being limited. I didn't even realize that you were only locked to 5 hair colors. Do y'all remember that? You can only pick 5 hair colors in X and Y. There's no fun ones. I was like, man, I can't wait to dye my hair pink. Nope. Nope. Sun and Moon sweep. Sun and Moon also had like coral blue lipstick, and that was my favorite. Coral number 2. And I'm pretty sure the customization for male characters was equally garbage. I remember because wait, no. I was gonna say, I think I picked a male character for one of my playthroughs, but then I don't actually think I did. Because my sun has a female character, my moon... Yeah, all of mine are female characters. I think because I wanted the cuter fashion. It's important to me. But now I'm like, ooh. I know this character is not me, but if I'm naming them adjacently to me and they get referred to as a girl, I think I would explode on the spot. Which is in no small part of why I hate female Byleth. Yeah, I know. Stop talking about Fire Emblem. I can't help it. I love that game. Like, what horror movies even exist? My brain just... The train of thought just crashed into a wall. What are we doing here? I've been running in circles for an hour. And you know what? The nice part is that I've not yet fallen off. Because for a lot of these, I've said that shiny hunting to me is not like a full brain power activity, which is not. But as in trading, if I'm like watching something and I'll like glance up, I'll fall off the roof. then I have to climb all the way back up. That's how I found them. That's how I found the pan sage, because I was walking back because I wanted to pick up some items and I heard the sound. I was like, oh, what is it? Oh, it's a monkey. That's cool. And I was actually thinking about it earlier because, sorry, I I feel like I didn't like the monkeys, but only because everyone else hated the monkeys. I didn't like Panseer specifically though, because it kind of kicked my ass in Black and White originally because I picked Snivy, and as I said earlier, I didn't have a fleshed out team, so I'm like, man, this thing's just kicking my ass. This thing's so strong. What the fuck? So I had a little beef against it, but then I was thinking about it and looking at all the monkeys. I'm like, okay, well, which one looks the cutest? I'm like, damn, I think it actually is Panseer. If we're talking pre-evos, I think I like Panseer the most. He's just chilling, and his face is really cute. And I was thinking about the final evos because I was thinking that I would like Hand Sage the best, or Simi Sage the best, because that was historically the one I would be like, yeah, I like that one. No, I think it's Simi Seer because it is a silly clown looking guy. Simi Seer kind of rocks. Would I say it's like a fave? No. It is cute. I like shiny Simipour. I'll be honest, I don't remember what the shinies of any of the others look like. Like, I know that Panpour is like teal. Obviously, I can see the other ones on the screen. But I mean the evolutions. Is Simisear... I could find out. If I don't get them... If I don't get this Alpha Dragon... Dratini... By the end of the night, I'll evolve them. Will I? Yeah, I will. Will I? I might not. I was gonna say I'll evolve a Clauncher. No, I won't. It's not that I don't like Klotzer, it's just Clauncher's way fucking cuter. I was even looking at if there are any good plushies of it. The Sitting Cutie one kind of sucks. But there's a Poké Doll of it, and I was like, man, that one's so cute, but it's kind of expensive. And then I also saw the Chandelure plush that I have, which I don't think is a Sitting Cutie, because it's really big. Like, it has big arms. But that one was also decently expensive, and I'm like, damn, okay. Not like I'd sell it, but damn. It's like if I checked my Glavenus plush and it's like 120 bucks. Like, damn, okay. Why Clauncher, though? I didn't think Clauncher was that popular. Is it just Quirky Little Shrimp? Is that the only reason? Because Quirky Little Shrimp? Okay, but if there's gonna be a plushie restock, can it be of the Comfy Friends regular Zorua? The Unova Zorua? I really want that, but it's also really expensive. My ass is not spending $100 on a plushie. But it's so cute, and I love Zorua so much. I'm kind of sad Zorua is in this game. I wanted to get a big Zorua. It was a little tiny bit of the reason why I stopped hunting alphas and Legends Arceus, also because I just found it immensely frustrating and unrewarding. I was like, man, I don't really care about getting Alpha Hisui and Zorua. I like Unovan better. Maybe it'll be in this game. It's not. But you know what? I'll live not getting a big shiny Zorua Hisuian. I got a regular one just in some random mouse outbreak, so I'll live. Like, it's cute and all. There's just something extra charming about Unovan Zorua's little smirk. Mischievous little guy. They can't unmatch the smug. But also it has the bias of being the first Gen 5 Pokemon I've ever seen, so it was the first time I ever saw a new Pokemon that didn't exist. I was like, holy shit. This is awesome. Shout out Zorua. I know I'm gonna know when I see it, but I have to second guess myself. Oh yeah, wait. I reviewed the footage of the Fletchender because I remember thinking, damn, oh wait, shit. Okay, it's fine. I remember thinking, oh, man, I probably passed by this a bunch of times before I actually noticed it because I was looking at the wings and not the belly, which was the actual noticeable difference. And I counted. I think I only reset over it 3 times. Only. Which will not work here. I'm just gonna have to see it. Oh yeah. I guess every like hour or so, I'll go down and check the monkeys. We can go check the nearby spawns. God, my character's so cute. The pink has to attract a Dragonair. And I have to pick up the shinies. What if they give me cool balls? I've already planned out what balls I want everything into. Like I want Chandelure to be in a lure ball. Or not a lure ball, a heal ball. I don't know why I said lure ball. I don't think they're even in the game. I want Furfrou to be in a dusk ball and Chandelure to be in a premier. Okay, regular. I need them. Is EV trading a thing in this game, by the way? Because I was looking at my Meganium's stats, and it looks like there is. But then that makes me wonder, is there a way to reset EVs to actually, like, train in the ones that you want? Sorry. Because if this game has, like, a focus on battling... Aw, shit. When does the Mega Greninja season end, by the way? I don't really care about Mega Greninja, but I do want to get Mega Delphox when that comes out. I know it involves ranked battles, and I'm like, you know what, I'll just fucking suck it up. I don't want to do it, but I'll do it. Because I really want that Delphox. But if I can get all 3, that would be nice, but... I do want to finish the story before I do that, because I know I'm going to see mega spoilers. And I would rather not. Although there's only one that I would be extra heartbroken if I got spoiled on the appearance of. Because I know of a couple, but I'm like, I feel like I've seen leaks, not intentionally, about them beforehand, or it's just Pokemon that I don't care about, so it's like, oh, well, it's cool that got a Mega, but I don't care. I was gonna say it, but I will not say it for y'all's sake. This is a rank E friendly zone. God, this is so annoying. And it's especially obnoxious because you get even less checks, so it just feels like a soft reset hunt, which is fine, but it is extra slow. I do like that though. That basically every hunt in this, it's just a soft reset. Except sometimes in most of the areas you can encounter more than one. Also, I do know that there's an area with more Furfrou than 3. Or more than 3 Furfrou in an area, like is true in Area 11. There's an area with more Furfrou later in the game. I don't care. I want one now. I want to have my team. Let me take a sip of my tea. Did a bunch of walking. I'm a little sad that the Pokewalker can only level up your Pokemon one at a time. Because I got a bunch of steps in on Saturday. I was a little sad though, because, you know, going out, protesting and shit. I felt like absolute shit. And I don't know why. I thought it was just that I felt like lethargic when I woke up. I felt weird. I'm just like, you know what, I'm just like waking up. I did a lot of weeding yesterday. It's probably just that. And then it just didn't go away, and I'm like, my body feels heavy. I feel bone exhausted. This sucks. Ooh. I gotta make something with apples. We still have a ton of apples. I might make an apple crisp tomorrow, although you got stuff to make sticky toffee pudding, sans raisins, because I hate raisins. We hate raisins. Because I keep hearing about it on these goddamn baking shows and thinking like, damn, this sounds so good. Or they'll just bring up toffee regularly and I'll be like, sticky toffee pudding. When I've never actually had it, it just sounds yummy. Because British pudding is basically just like soft cake, right? It's so disorienting when British people talk about biscuits and shit and then you see them and it's like that's a cookie. You're making cookies. Biscuits are big and fluffy and you have them for breakfast. Said like a true southerner. Even though I think basically everywhere in the US you call the big fluffy things biscuits. I'm like, what the fuck is a digestible? Would a graham cracker help you digest? Does it? Are they digestibles? I don't know. I've never had a digestible that's called a digestible, so I don't actually know what they're like. Why did... It's one of those things where it's like, I know that ginger helps you with your stomach, but does it actually? Why does it do that? I want more ginger beer. We don't have more ginger beer. We just have a bunch of stupid cans that nobody's gonna drink of like hard lemonade, but they don't taste like lemonade. Because if they did, I would drink them even though I don't like alcohol. That's just because it tastes bad, but I taste it and it's like, okay, this is just yucky. I would rather just drink apple cider. Best part about having apple cider is if you just leave it out, it becomes fizzy apple cider, which is like apex of drinks. And I have some. I have a little bit. If one of those fletchings shines as well, I will not be happy. I feel like there should be a Mega Klotzer and an Omega Dragaggle. If there is, don't tell me, of course, but it makes sense in my brain. I don't know. I kept thinking seeing the Mega or the Alpha Klotzer in the zone, the static one, being like, like this just makes sense. It's so Kalos. It's so chain fishing. Did anyone chain fish back in the day? Big Dragonair. I remember hearing about chain fishing back in the day, but I was never able to do it, which makes sense because it's stupid and annoying. And I keep hearing how you can print shinies because the odds are so good, and yeah, they are really good. But at the same time, being able to have that amount of timing, having to pay that much attention, brother, I'm not doing that. God, it is so warm because I have to keep constantly leaning back on my pillow. It's fine. Wait. Water. Everyone drink water. Perfect temperature. Oh, wait, yeah, I was gonna continue that thought. I only did my first chainfish hunt earlier this year and it fucking sucked. It felt like sometimes I would hit it as soon as I heard the audio prompt because looking at the visual bing would it would feel wildly unreliable. So I would do it as soon as I heard it and it felt like it was a 50-50 chance if I even got it. Although to be fair, this was an ORAS, not X and Y, so it could feel different. But I did it for Feebas. I'm like, damn, this just kind of sucked. I hated this. It was worth for Milotic, but meh, not something I'd want to do again. It's just it takes up too much attention. Unlike something like this. The one annoying thing about this hunt is that you can't hear the Dratini unless you get really close to it. Unless you're basically on the other side touching that bulb bush and then you go closer and then you'll hear it. I know because that's what happened to me. But then I feel like I hear Pokemon that are so far away, so I don't understand how the shiny sound works. It's strange. Also, my thing is doing the thing. Stop that. Stop it. Grr. I would like to get one shiny today, please. And by one shiny today, I mean one on stream. I've gotten like 5 today. That's not a joke, by the way. Because I got the Panseer, I got the Dratini. Oh wait, no, I only got 4. Oh yeah, only. And then I got the 2 Stunfisk in a row. That jump scared me. It's really nice having the sound though. Just as an accessibility thing. Because I would not have noticed those double Magikarp that spawned in at the same time. I would not have noticed those Stunfisk in the grass, or the other Stunfisk that I had in the grass, the one I got a couple days ago. It's nice. And it's nice that it's really hard to despawn shinies. I think it's so interesting. I don't know if I said this last time, whatever. I think it's so interesting how much they seem to be taking into account how much people like shiny hunting these days, or like how popular of a niche it is. And they made it so, so, so hard to miss them, but at the same time, not adding a bunch of ways to increase your odds. Like, I don't know. Because in Scarlet and Violet, there's a fuck ton of ways to raise your odds, but if you miss one, you miss one. If one spawns behind you as you're walking away, you just unlucky. You'll never notice it. I think it's interesting. Actually, I do quite like it. Even though in moments like these, I'm like, God, I fucking wish I could encounter more. See, that's what I'm talking about, by the way. I feel like every time I see a Dragonair, 70% of the time it's big. When I say big, I mean alpha. Just, just so we're on the same page. Man, they're asking me what I want for my birthday. What if I ask for a new headset? One with a better mic. What if I ask for a microphone? But then they'll be like, oh, why do you want a microphone? And I'll be like, um, 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 you know, they're already like, oh, yeah, you're busy on these days. And I'll be like, yeah. And then occasionally they'll ask, oh, what do you do? And I'll be like, oh, oh, And I don't know why I do that. Why am I keeping this secret? Why am I lying? There's no reason to. I'm not getting up to anything nefarious. I want to chug a whole bottle of water. Why? Does anyone else experience where they just don't want to drink any fucking water? Like the idea of it is repulsive? And then just randomly a switch flips and it's like, if I don't drink a gallon of water right now, I'm going to feel ill. Why? Just give me the signals to give you water earlier, dumb body, silly little body. You're so stupid. Oh, shiny. Not shiny Pokemon, shiny on the ground. Shiny little fella. If I get another shiny monkey... Sorry, I keep saying it because I feel it in my bones. I feel it happening and I don't want it. Please no. If Slowpoke's shiny is different, why? Sorry, it's on the mind because I was thinking about like phasing and shit, obviously. And thinking back to when I first started getting Furfrou, like, okay, the thing that I'd want to phase most on is Clauncher, and then one single Stunfisk, the rest, if I got any past one, that would suck. And like Slowpoke, Inkay. Why? Because if they did, I would understand because it's like a subtle shiny, pretty infamous for being like, oh, can't tell the difference. But why now? Just because it's something that's never happened before. And of course, you know, this is all conjecture. I've not seen it looked at any different. I've not looked it up. Because if it is different, you know, I'd want to see it for myself. But it's fine. God, this Dratini is pissing me off. I have Undertale in the brain as well. I've been having a strong itch to replay Undertale. Happy 10 years, by the way. I feel like there was a long period where I did not like when that game, not when it first came out. I played it in like 2016. I was like, wow, this is like one of the best things I've ever played. This is life-changing art. And then for a while, I like stopped thinking about it. Thank you to my VTuber for being annoying. And then when I thought about it, I'd be like, yeah, it's good. But I don't remember why it's good. And then I see more stuff about it now, especially now that more Deltarune stuff has come out. And I'm like, wow, that really is just like a once in a lifetime experience, huh? That shit was genuinely life changing, and all the bozos who are complaining, oh no, people are saying it's so good when you could be saying that Majora's Mask and Final Fantasy VII are the best games ever for like the 10 billionth time in a row. Get a fucking life. God damn it. The sound tripped me up a little. I do definitely feel that there was a bit of teenage girl haterism going on, but also Undertale fans were really fucking obnoxious. Like really fucking obnoxious. Like really fucking obnoxious. The kind of deal where I complain about backseaters and shit, where people backseat with the best of intentions, but it's like you need to shut the fuck up. You need to stop talking. I I mean this in the nicest way possible, but I want to know what goes through your head when you try to direct someone into the way that you want to go. Because you had your first experience with a thing and it so deeply resonated with you because of X or Y reason, and you didn't know anything going into it, and you were just able to completely immerse yourself in the experience. What makes you think that telling someone what to do will help them have that same experience? Because that's why you're doing it, right? Because you want someone to resonate with that media the same way that you did. What makes you think that telling them what to do is going to do that? You're just going to annoy them. You're not letting them experience it in the same way you are. I don't understand the thought process. I understand the thought process only if you're a child, because then you don't know any better. But woof. Woof. And also because I keep seeing things on my incognito YouTube recommendations, all the fucking cringe. But cringe in like, ew. Not cringe in the fun way. It's cringe in like, oh, this AU is so bad and terrible. And it's like, if it's not directly promoting harm, I feel like you're just dunking on some random ass kid who wanted to make a fun AU, and you're just being unnecessarily mean. Take a deep breath and go outside. Please, I'm begging. Fighting with the air. I realize fighting with the air. But I see it often enough that I wish to air my grievances. Just all the X person sucks. X thing sucks. X person, go outside. Stop. We 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 should be able to make things that are bad. You can make things that are bad. You should make things that are bad. It's okay because you're having fun making them. You're learning stuff about making things. You're learning more about yourself. It's okay. If you make something and you think it's great, great. And if you grow up and you later realize, oh, this wasn't this is not it, then that just shows that you've grown as a person. Cringe culture annoys me. Sorry. It's just it gives me very much back when I was in high school, like Gamergate days. I'm aging myself, I realize. And it's just like we gotta stop. Let people enjoy things, but saying let people enjoy things, yes, to a certain extent, like Jesus fucking Christ, let people have fun for God's sake. Why do you have to why do we have to shit on everything? But at the same time, I feel like people say, "Oh, just let people enjoy things so that they can indulge in problematic media without using any critical thought about it." So that so that they can enjoy things uncritically, which is not it, right? Anyway, I guess that's a good segue back to the game because I've not been in spaces where I've heard a ton of like negativity and shit, right? Because I'm not on like Twitter, I'm not on TikTok, I don't watch YouTube Shorts, I don't hate myself that much. But I keep hearing from other people like, yeah, there's a ton of hate on this game. People are shitting on it, and I'm like, really? Because I've not seen any of it. But at the same time, I believe it because it happens. It happens every time a new Pokemon game comes out. And I feel like that lands more firmly in the just let people enjoy things for fuck's sake category. Like people are complaining that this like that the balconies like those are flat. Brother brother, who cares? That's a who cares. Like would it be more impressive were they sculpted? Sure. Would it also be annoying getting caught on them all the time? Yeah. Is it something that you were gonna notice unless I pointed out to you? No. No, you weren't. I didn't even notice it and it was pointed out to me. And I don't notice it because I'm not staring at them. I think the overall feel of this game is definitely a big step in the right direction. But like I'm also a huge Scarlet and Violet defender, so call me a fucking a shill if you want, I don't care. Are there a lot of problems with that game? Yeah. But one of the reasons why I like this franchise is because there's a lot of stuff to like about it. There's a lot of ways to like it. And that nails Scarlet and Violet for me just nailed the most important things for me off the top of my head, which are having a compelling story and having a good dex, which it has both of those. Easily one of the best written Pokemon games and also one of my favorite dexes, which makes up for some of the unsatisfying exploration, in my opinion. Of course, performance issues not aside, because that shit's inexcusable. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I've seen like this game crash a few times on Switch too. I've never had it crash a single time on me, and I'm on Switch 1, so I don't I don't know what that's about. But I've also not seen anyone else play it on Switch 1, so I don't know if there are performance issues. And unless it's super obvious, I never notice frame drops. I don't understand visually the difference between 30 and 60 and like 120 FPS. So I'm just like, yeah, for being on Switch 1, I think it looks pretty good. Being on the stupid, dinky little ancient console that I hate. I mean, what? Oh yeah, also the battling is so nice. For one, it actually doesn't feel like shit to use like status moves in regular gameplay because you know your damaging moves are on cooldown. So it makes sense to just, fire off a workup, do a dazzling gleam, do a giga drain. Talking about my Meganium here. Oh, new day's approaching. Yay. switching out feels a lot smoother. It what's the correct word? Oh yeah, it feels very immersive. I like it. Battling has never felt this immersive, which I really appreciate. Um, the following is I wish Pokemon kept up with you a little better. Of course, they peaked in Heart Gold, Soul Silver, where they just stuck right to you. Because it feels bad, you know, if I send my little guy out and I'll never see them behind me because I run just a little too fast for them. But it's way better than in like Sword and Shield and Scarlet Violet, where they're generally way fucking slower than you are. I don't know, it's real. Oh yeah, I was thinking more about what I said last time about character design, and I still stand by it. I really like basically all the character designs I've seen in this game so far. It feels like they're keeping like the fun but still like intricate detailed designs that they had in Swish, which even though I'm not a super big fan of Swish, I think Swish easily has visually like one of the best casts ever. It has the best set of gym leaders, period, argue with the wall. But then in Scarlet and Violet, I feel like it went too far where a lot of the characters just end up looking kind of odd. And I couldn't think of many examples other than Penny. And I was like, man, Brassius looks really fucking weird. Tulip looks really weird. Kofu looks really, really weird. A lot of characters just look very odd in that game. In some, it's to their benefit, like with what's her name, Rhyme. She's got the fuck ass skeleton hair. It's so silly and great. But then a lot of the time, it's just like, okay, this just feels like a lot. And we finally reined it in. Hello, Shuri dude. In case you're wondering, I'm running across this rooftop to get pink Dratini. Don't look at my party. Okay. Ah! Okay, so bad. Oh my god, it hurts. Bad thing about my keyboard currently having no caps on it is that the light is so much brighter than usual and it hurts to look at. But of course, if it's off, I can't see the keys at all. And I have them semi-memorized, but, you know, I'd like to see where my hands are typing. So you need a third Dratini? No, I need a big Dratini, because all these, the Dratini that I've caught are normal size. And I need a big one. If I get 5 Dratini that are normal sized, I might move on. But imagine how much cooler it would be to have an enormous Dragonite as opposed to a regular sized Dragonite, huh? It was, oh my god, it was so apparent when I was doing the Canary battle. Canary battle? I don't know, sorry. And I have my Electros, and she has her Electros, and my Electros is like 2 times bigger than hers. So much for being the biggest Electros fan. I need big, enormous Dragonite in my life. Sorry, I'm very hiccuping. Okay. Yeah, so imagine my shock and surprise when I got a random shiny alpha that I was not looking for. Like, even though I did want shiny alpha Clauncher, don't get me wrong, if I did not get this shiny alpha Clauncher, I probably would have looked for one eventually anyways. But at the same time, I still want to continue with the story with a more filled out team, so like, it will never become Clawitzer. It will be my big shrimp forever. I know it's like a crayfish. It's a shrimp to me. It's a little shrimp. Surely. Now what the hell's that supposed to mean? I was thinking about that and I was like, damn, the one time I'm gonna explicitly not want a shiny alpha furfru, I'm gonna get it. Ooh, yay. Thank you, Saribot, for deleting the spam. Tap, tap, tap. It just happens. I want small furfru so it can be like my dog. I just want it to be like my dog who's tiny. I know I'm not gonna find an extra small, but I can pray. I can hope. I can dream. Or I could, if I find a big one, I could just be like, she had a growth spurt. She had a growth spurt after 10 years. So I think she's 10 or so. She's 10 or 11. We don't know. I was thinking about doing furfru instead of Dratini, by the way, because I was worried that it would be too hard to see for me because I have to look out at the layout as you are. But no, it's fine. And even though I'm constantly second guessing whether or not I'm looking at a shiny, I will know it when I see it, unlike Fletchender. I still can't believe I reset over it 3 fucking times. Oh, I was so convinced that I would be resetting over it for like 15 minutes. It would have been really funny. I'm out of tea. Oh, and about 30 more minutes until we check the monkeys again. If I get a shiny monkey, I'm not gonna be happy. Shiny Pokemon are weird in this game. Monkey? Yeah, you see on the bottom left, there's 2 monkeys. So you can't see them up here because they don't spawn up here. But if I look off, oh, don't fall off, in these trees down here, they spawn. Monkeys spawn there. Oh, those 2. Yeah, yeah. The monkeys spawn down there, and I'm not sure if by running back and forth I'm spawning and despawning them, or if by the time changing to day and night, they change spawns, but I've gotten 2 of them. And I'm assuming that they're not just random spawns, but that see, because I don't know exactly how the game stores shinies, because it would make a lot of sense, you know, if I'm constantly spawning and despawning a bunch of them, that I'm going to eventually get a couple. But if I'm up here, but I don't notice them, the game still saves them, which would align with, like, the Stunfisk, the 2 Stunfisk that I found earlier, right next to each other, by the way. Of even if you don't see it, if a shiny spawns, it'll stay there until you actively despawn it. I don't know. Because I wouldn't think that I would be close enough to spawn them. But then if running back and forth, you know, manually despawning them, how would I have found 2 shinies unless I'm just really weirdly lucky? Ain't that nice? I don't... Which of the monkeys is our favorite? I already said that I think my favorite is Simisear, but I'd have to look at them all again. Water? Cool. Wait, which water one? The one with the hair or the one... or the baby one? Stop hiccuping. Why am I hiccuping so much? Stop. I mean, what a coincidence. I haven't found the water one. We got Pansage, the one that I would have said was my favorite when I was a kid, and we got Pansear, the one that I think I like the most now. Look at his cute little face. He's so silly. They don't have names either, so, you know, if we care. Oh my goodness. And you know what? If a shiny Dratini spawns and it's behind the bush and I don't see it, oh fucking well. I'll live Because then I can have my regular shiny Dratini, my regular shiny Dragonair, and my enormous shiny Dragonite, so I'll have all three regardless. It's not like I don't have other Dratinis in other games. I like this pocket monster. I say as I'm gripping my plushy Dragonite by the neck. Just kidding, I would never do that. I did that. Sorry, Dragonite. I love you. I love this little baby. I thought that it would bring me luck. It has not. It's brought me monkey luck. So that means if I brought Daisy into my room, she would help summon Furfrou. No, that's not how it will work. I would get 3 more launchers and the Alpha Slowbro that I don't want. Although, oh yeah, wait. I was wondering, like, why didn't I want to get the Slowbro again? Because Shiny Slowbro is kind of sick. And then it's like, oh yeah, wait, because I wanted to see if Slowpoke was actually different. And if I got Slowbro, I couldn't see it. But like, Slowbro Shiny is objectively really cool. Even though I wouldn't use the Mega. It's a spinny little top. Spin him around. Get him motion sick. I want to check the monkeys already, but I promised myself I wouldn't. Ah! No! Okay. See, that's what usually happens, is I'll glance away, and then I'll just fall. Well, since I'm here, I said I would. See, there's monkeys. They're basically the only things in the general spawn radius, and I'll pick up these things. Feather. Give me your feathers. If I hear the sound. Okay. And then I hear it, and I get a Trubbish. No. I would love a shiny Trubbish. I love that little guy. Where is it? I wish that there was a better way to take pictures with your little critters in this game. Because it feels like every time I wanted to take a picture with my Talonflame, it would move out of the way. Stop that. I want to take a picture with you and the Eiffel Tower in frame. Grr. So I only have a couple with us super far apart. Sad face. And if it was super tiny like my Clauncher, it's all chance based now. I mean, yay, let's go gambling. Oh, I always hope that on the times where I fall down and go back up, it'll be shiny, because that'd be epic. This is gambling. Speaking of gambling, are we gonna go gambling for Cassetti tomorrow? And I guess the other one, if we care. The ones I've seen people take, though, very cool. Huh? Oh, pictures. Yeah. See, the best pictures I've taken, I feel, are all just like my profile pictures. My cute ass profile picture with the top of the tower on top of my head. So it kind of looks like a crown. Like, come on. That's sick. It's a shame that the filters suck. But like, meh, who cares? Very cute, exactly. I got a pinker customization in hopes of attracting Dratini. It's not worked yet, though. But to be fair, I only changed it like a couple minutes before stream because I'm like, I need a fucking break. Let me go see if I can find pink hair. And I did. I have pink hair now, and I have coral lipstick because I think the lipstick looks really cute in this game. Although, why is there no like blue or purple lipstick? I'd really like that. I might do 1 10 pull, then wait for shards. I was gonna say that's what I would do, but then, and then I said, wait, because I don't have to save for anything specific, and I have more than 200 pulls for Walpurgis. So I might do a 10 pull, but if I get the Heathcliff, I will not be happy about it. So I might wait. Hold. You see what I mean? At dusk, they look pink. I know it's not pink, but I need to check. Just to make sure. Oh yeah, wait. Look at how fucking beautiful Dragonair is in this game. Look at how vibrant and pink it is. Oh my god, wait, we match. Hold up, I kind of want to take a picture. Hold. Zoom in. Oh. X. Where's the finger hearts one? Finger hearts. Look at Rotom. Yay. Yay, my Dragonair. Yay! Look at us. Woo! Sorry, he's just so pink. Oh, Merceau looks insane. Bloodfiend, Heathcliff will be another solo guy. Yeah, I was looking at that, and part of me is like, oh, thank fucking God. People will stop shilling Rhino Merceau for bleed. I'm free! I'm free! One less hill I can die on. Well, like, it's so hot pink. I said it before, but the colors in this game are so nice. I feel bad though, because I'm gonna have to bench Hook Hong Lu again. My goat never gets a chance to shine. Oh, I was gonna say, man, I can hope that they're gonna buff him, even though I know they won't. But then I thought about it, and this is in Genshin Impact leak territory. They're actually going to buff characters, like actually. Like we thought they were only going to buff them related to a faction-based mechanic. Like, oh, if you have X members of faction on your team, you get faction-related buffs. No, they're just straight up buffing characters. And they've not done that since 2020. Ugh. And it's characters that really needed it, and also Sucrose, who doesn't need it, but whatever. Like, huh? Can they buff my main next? Please, I'm begging, I'm on my knees. Yeah, the colors in this game are nice and vibrant. It's so nice. I've been waiting 10 years for a nice, vibrant Pokemon game that isn't a side game. Cause I'm like, okay, well, like if you count like the mystery dungeon games, those look aight. But then you look at the pixel art games and it's like, well, obviously those ones look better. Obviously. Oh, I thought the sticky uppy bit of the crystal was ahead. Look at my look at my boy. Look at my boy. Shiny Clauncher. Hey, you know it's better than Shiny Clauncher. Yeah, that's right. 4 Shiny Clauncher. I have 3 more. And you can also see my 3 Stunfisk, and my Weedle, and my 2 monkeys, and my Roserade, and my Bayonet. Oh, brother. Anyway, this one's special because it's an alpha, so he's big. And I've just been, I've been bringing him around with me because look at him. He's perfect. You may have a problem with that's what I'm saying. I'm like, damn, my luck is weird as hell. Can I go one hunt without phasing a bunch of times? Please. Please. No, I can't. All the ones on the bottom are phases that I'm having specifically for Alpha Dratini. But in terms of Furfrou, which is where all the Clauncher came from, and the Stunfisk and the Weedle, 8. 8. I've not found the Furfrou. Can I please stop phasing? I thought I was done. I thought I was done ever since I kept losing my 50-50 on Plusle Horde. No. I think Kalos may hate me. Kalos has heard how much I shit-talked it over the years, and it's like, I bet. Fuck you. I'm sorry. I hate it because it's potential unrealized. Oh yeah, wait, I heard something, and I don't know if it's true. But this game might have been a Johto game in development. And all I have to say is, if that is true and you're sad about that, get a grip. No, that's mean. But get a fucking grip. No. Kalos needed it more. Johto did not need it. Yes, we haven't been to Johto since like 2009 or whenever the heck Heart Gold Soul Silver came out. However, those games are some of the most beloved in the entire franchise. Yeah? Everyone loves Johto. Nobody loves Kalos. People love Kalos. Kalos was so incomplete and in desperate need of a third game that it just never got. It it needed the help. That's not me saying that I don't want another Johto game. That's saying I think that this was a long time coming. Yeah? Because now we're finally getting more stuff. I said this earlier with like Megas and with Zygarde. We're getting a follow-up with Emma. That's my goat right there. About damn time. Wait! Unova or Riot? See, that's what I'm saying. But at the same time, I don't want a remake of it because the Unova games are perfect. If they're gonna remake it, I just want them to re-release it. But I know that they won't. I would want a Black and White 3. I would want Black and White 3, or I would want like a Legend style game. I would not want, what would like a remake name be? Um, Pokemon Vast White and Deep Black. That's just the Dex entry for Reshiram and Zekrom. I know. I wouldn't want those. Just re-release them. But at the same time, it feels like they're begging for it because, you know, in the DLC for Scarlet and Violet, you have the Blueberry Academy, which is in Unova. You have this game, which has a decent amount of Unova presence and a fair bit of Unova Megas, it seems. So it does seem like it's on the horizon. And also, they released the TCG set that was all about Unova, so it does feel like something might happen, but I don't know. I still think we're going to get Gen 10 next year because it's 30th anniversary, but if we get something Unova related next year, or at least an announcement for it, I will not be surprised. It's either Unova or Johto, right? I feel like it's about time we're due. I was going to say something, but I forgot. Mega Ledian or Bust? I know Ledian is in this game. Mega Ledian or Bust. Oh, speaking of Bust, I gotta take out I have to take HSR out behind the shed and shoot it. And by that, I mean I need to uninstall. Ah! How is that related? Aventurine's Burst line. You'd think that looking at him on my shelf every day would remind me. No. Oh yeah, also when it rains, Goomy shows up. But unfortunately, with the path that I run, I don't go far enough away to despawn it. Good riddance to bad gotchas. See, that's what I'm saying. But Genshin pisses me off so much. It's my favorite one, but I hate it, and it annoys me, and it especially annoys me because they're basically coming out with Roblox. The update is happening now. They're coming out with Roblox. Fine. You can do it or you cannot do it. However, for a game that's open world and has such a big focus on exploration, you know, you think that they wouldn't go 2 patches at the beginning of the patch cycle without a new area, right? Yeah, you'd think that, huh? They're not doing a new area for 2 patches in a row, which seems really ridiculous. And I know that everyone says, oh, well, you know that a different team is working on the user-generated content stuff from the other teams. And I'm like, yeah, but it does feel awfully indicative when they're launching this and they're not launching a new area, and then they're not doing a new area again, and they're also introducing skin gacha for this. Like, oh, come on. Go fuck yourself. My ass is not gotchaing on skins. If I did that, I would reinstall Infinity Nikki. Which, by the way, I heard that they flubbed up more patches. How is that even possible? That makes me so sad. Infinity Nikki makes me so sad because it is a good game. Really, really in-depth customization, beautiful clothing, but good fucking riddance. It felt like they just started hating money at some point. So I stopped playing in like 1.5. It was a case of where, yeah, I don't really want to play for a couple days, and people are like, oh yeah, let's all stop playing on this day, as like to send a message or whatever. And then I never had the urge to open it again. Right? And Gumi is not shiny. If I get a shiny Gumi this way, I will actually fall off the building and then catch myself with my Rotom phone. Also, ad break will start soon. Big Dratini. The only reason I have an urge to reinstall it is just to mess around with outfits, because I think it's fun to come up with new outfits, and maybe I could steal them from my OCs. Because it's really beautifully detailed garments. The dying. No, no, stop thinking about it. Ah! So bad, man. And yet, every month, another one of that company's games is consistently first in gacha earnings. It's Love in Deep Space. And I'm like, damn. They're really the only ones trying to sell to a primarily female audience. And it's crazy that like nobody else is picking up on that. It feels like a no-brainer. You see how much fucking money Love in Deep Space is making, and you're like, oh shit. We can milk money out of women as well. Yes, I know women aren't the only one who play otome games and shit. But you're making an otome game where you can't be gay. Your audience is going to be primarily straight women, yes? Okay. And yet these companies find new ways to just absolutely befuddle me. It's like they hate money. It's like they hate getting money from their audience. They hate making characters that appeal to certain demographics. And I just do not understand. Okay, yeah, I know, Genshin, stop talking. You see how much the fan base goes absolutely fucking crazy for characters like Flynn's and Varka, who are... One just came out, Flynn's just came out, Varka is not out currently, but like we have his model and stuff if you follow leaks. And you see people going absolutely stupid for them, and you think, wow. They'd probably make more like tall, handsome male characters, and then they just don't. And then they just make these nobody characters who have no relevance to the story, and they make them super giga strong, and it's like, why? Why? What is the thought process? What are we thinking? I need to know. I don't understand. I need to take an ice pick to their brain and pry it open. What are you thinking? I'm putting you under a microscope. Go. What is the thingy called? The little glass slip that you put under the microscope. What is that called? I'm putting you on one of those. Get under the microscope now. Can I get this goddamn Dratini already? Slide? Yes. Thank you. Bianca. I mean, SMH, not equipping your Chikorita badge. That you... Unless you didn't get it, in which case, rip. I only got the Chikorita badge. Sorry, Totodile and the other one. I like the little guys dancing at the bottom. I am showing everyone what I have phased on this hunt, so that you can see at a glance. Even though it feels like 50% of the time, I'll be like lurking somewhere else, and there will be information clearly visible on the screen. And you know what? Maybe people are listening audio only, and it'll just be like, oh, what is X? Or people not reading pinned messages. Pinned message. Speaking of pinned message, I've not seen Mega Feraligatr or Mega Embor. For those who know, don't tell me what they look like, but like, are they good? Are they cool? I've only seen Meganium, who I do quite like. If Meganium is so good, why isn't there just more Meganium? But yeah, rank E spoilers or whatever. Hey, it's the pinned message. If you don't read, that's your own fault. I, I only put that there because I had my Electros holding the Electrocyte, and I'm like, ah, shit. If I open the menu, people are gonna see it. But if I take it off, you're also gonna see it, so like, whatever. Spoilers for that. That is the most recent story Mega that I've seen, not including the ones we've seen in the trailer, so like, you know, we've seen Dragonite, we've seen Hawlucha, we've seen Victory Bell, we've seen Malamar. I feel like there's another one I'm missing, but whatever. Feraligatr is the true Pokemon enjoyer's choice. Are we talking just in general, or the Mega? Because, okay, I lied. I've seen like a glimpse of Feraligatr, but I did not understand what I was looking at. And I was really torn on picking Meganium, or picking Chikorita, or picking Totodile, because I really like Totodile, but I really like just Totodile. I like Feraligatr, I like Totodile. But then, I don't know, Meganium just felt like the obvious choice. Like, I've always liked Meganium. If I were to, you know, it was the first Johto starter that I've ever picked. Even though I've used it a bunch, it was just like, well, if Meganium's gonna get a new form, I want Meganium. It is just the one I like the best. Same. Nodding my head. And like, do not get it twisted. I really like Feraligatr, okay? It is cool, it's sick. But Totodile is like the babiest ever, okay? It's so fucking cute. That's a little guy. The cuteness outweighs the coolness of Feraligatr. And my attachment to Meganium overrides that, though. And then I was never gonna pick Tepig. I actually quite like Tepig. It's just I don't like the evolutions. I'm like, maybe Mega Embor will be fine. You have me so fucked up if you think I'm gonna have an Embor on my team. Also, my team would be mega fucked up with 3 fire types on it. Talonflame, Embor, Chandelure. I would have to drop one. I would have room for Clauncher. For, you know, that's the true powerhouse of my team, Clauncher. Or maybe I would pick up Dedenne. Dragonair. You know what? For all the fucking phases I've had in this game, can I get the big shiny Dragonair? Because the Dragonair can also be alpha. It's just, you don't see it often, so it probably won't be. Oh my god. I'm just realizing, taking a picture in front of that fountain would be great. I was looking earlier for like a nice water feature to take a picture in front of, and I couldn't find one. Ah! I couldn't find one because I wanted to make tea before stream. Oh yeah, wait. I don't even think I finished my thought about character design in this. I'm glad that the protagonist doesn't look like a baby. I know it's an art style thing, but I'm glad that the protagonist actually looks like they could be above the age of 12. In my brain, they're an adult, but that's only because I'm an adult. If they were, they'd be like 18. I understand they're probably designed to be like 16 or so. But at the same time, if you're traveling all on your own to go live on your own in a new city, presumably, I'm not sure how common that is for children to do that, but what the hell would I know? I'm not partaking in child activities. What? Oh, yeah. So imagine my thought thinking like, wow, these Joy-Cons have been treating me really well. I don't have any drift on them. And then like literally 5 minutes later, oh brother. Yeah, so I have Joy-Con drift now. Just a little. It's not too bad yet. Can I not be so sniffly? That's why I had to replace my other ones, because they had way too much drift. It's over. It's not too bad yet. Ugh. Does the Switch 2 have drift? Not like I'll be getting one anytime soon, but like, does it? I know the answer is yes, but does it? It better fucking not. I remember I was looking up, like, is there a permanent fix to it? And people were like, oh, put a cardboard behind the stick. Is that not like a fire hazard? I would be scared. I'd be scared that that's a fire hazard. I'm not scared to open it up or anything. I feel like if I can dissect a 3DS in its entirety and put it back together without tearing any of the ribbons, I can open up a Joy-Con, right? It has ribbons, but they don't seem as complicated. You don't have to slide them through any hinges. Urgh. I don't think it generates enough heat to cause a spark. Maybe, but like it's foreign material. I don't know. It scares me. I don't want to have to buy new Joy-Cons. I know you can like send them in to get repaired, but consider I can't play the game if I don't have my Joy-Cons. I can't play the game without the controller. I wait, I actually think I have my old Joy-Cons. If they work, I I I might be able to do that. I don't know. I've never actually done anything like that before. I don't know how it works. Dragonite. Ah, he's so soft. I was so sad. They came out with a Poké Doll of Dragonite earlier this year, and it's kind of ugly. How do you mess up literally the baby of all time? He's so huggable and lovely, and you just make him look really weird. How do you make the Salamence look the cutest? Huh? The stupid little croissant dragon. Sorry. I know people love Salamence. You'll don't catch me saying a good thing about Salamence. I'll say good things about Bacon and Shelgon. Bacon. I need to catch a Bagon and just name it Bacon. Silly, silly. Is it bad that I'm like any returning I have hope in my heart that any returning Pokemon that doesn't have a confirmed Mega, I'm like, oh, that probably has a Mega. It makes sense in my brain. Ah, wait. My stupid ear is itchy. Because, like, Roserade. I know I've said it last time. Weird pick, but okay. Like, Trubbish seems like a normal pick. I wouldn't expect Garbodor to get a Mega. Like, more megas in the mega game? No way. Yeah, but like, it's in who they chose to add to the decks, right? Because I've not I've not seen many that I haven't seen this. I haven't seen many spoilers, I don't think. Shout out to all the losers who put shit in their thumbnails. I hate you and I'm coming for you. But one of them was my own fault. I clicked into someone's thing and I saw it on screen, but I was okay with it when I saw it. I was like, okay, this is kind of goofy. I don't like it, but I'm glad it exists. I'm not saying what it is, of course. Oh my god. I should just change it tonight. They all look pink. I love the color pink. I'm on my pink stream with my pink character, my pink outfit, with my pink username. Where is the pink? I do realize I've probably not even seen 1,000 Dratini these ways, so I'd still be pretty under odds. But come on! I've been at this for hours. I've not even counted, and my in-game time is not accurate. Because it does not save when the time changes, otherwise my hours would be way higher. Oh, Meganium, we're really in this now. I thought me looking at the thing was the sparkle. I would have been mad. No, Panpour. Why am I already? Oh my god, it's 11 o'clock. Oh yeah, I did start a little late. I started a little late because I was busy fiddling around with stuff, and then my capture card wasn't recording sound, so I was troubleshooting. Ugh. And also, I was like, okay, my keycaps have been drying for like the whole day. Surely they're dry enough to put back on my keyboard so I can fucking see what I'm typing. They were not dry. Launcher, kill it. So surely when I wake up tomorrow, surely like my that's why I named it Shirley, by the way. Surely my keycaps will be dry when I wake up and I can put them on my keyboard and I can see what I'm typing. Click, 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 click. I don't even know if you can hear that. So annoying. It doesn't even feel like Tuesday. I kept thinking it was Monday all day. Saturday was not real. Even though I was big dragon hair, please, please, I'm begging. You could do the coolest thing ever. And then I could have recorded big dragon hair. I've already said good things about Dragonair. I feel it in my bones. I'm gonna get something stupid. I just know it. Wait, what level? Out of curiosity, what level does Floette evolve? I'm only saying that because I keep looking at the Florges and thinking, yeah, maybe the Flabébé I got, I'll keep it as a Floette. Maybe it'll be a Florges. What color of Florges is our favorite? Smile? I think mine is yellow. Because as I've said earlier, it looks like the non-binary flag. Oh my god. Just like me for real. The blue Flabébé was so hard to find. Red or bust? Well, you'll be glad to hear what color of Flabébé I found. Bust has been ruined forever. I hear his voice in my ears. Rah! Yeah, that's right. I got the red one. Anyway, why is blue only on one rooftop? I like red too. I need to look at all of them again. I feel like I've not. Florges was like, oh my goodness, they're introducing fairy type and flower patches, and there's like 5 different colors. I feel like I've only seen one color of Florges ever. What does the blue one even look like? Ooh, what is it? Did you know that there was an orange one? I thought there was a purple one. What do you mean there's orange? Curse you, blue snake. What if I just named it Worm? Worm. Whatever. Wait, I kind of have a team of half worms. I have, wait, everyone, look. Look at how it flops around. It's perfect. Can you hear her little footsteps? Kind of flopping around. Perfect creature. And then we got the Dratini and the Dragonair, of course. Oh yeah, I named her Estelle. Don't ask why. I don't know. I wanted her to have a fancy name. Whatever. Go my worms. Oh, I wanted to draw that. I wanted to draw me in the whatever, go my scarab, but with whatever, go my claunchers. Go my shrimp. I, I guess it feels kind of on brand to get a bunch of shrimp. Whatever. Go my shrimp. The next phase I get there is going to be the Klotzer. I feel it in my bones. Klotzer is just so much less cute. God. I'm holding the button. Please, please, run. I've heard people complain that crouch is on left stick press instead of B. Y'all are insane. B to run is in like every game. It makes sense. I looked at the Ra emote. Oh my god. I wish I could just fucking buy the Mega Dragonite. No, I bet it's in the story. The story is so strangely paced. So far I like it, but it's been kind of weird. Cause the beginning is so slow. Oh my god! Whatever. Go my snake. Kill it. Because you're so railroaded in the beginning when all I'm like is, please, I just want to go off and do my own thing. Please let me go, Tawny. No, no, no. You gotta go here. No, let me go. And then you just get mega battles, mega battles, mega battles, and I assume more mega battles. Like, oh my goodness. And then you jump up a bunch of ranks, which I still think is a good decision because doing them all one by one would be very tedious. Woof. Dawn is approaching. Why they make Mega Excadrill so long? Why he's so long? So silly. Okay, when do I check the monkeys again? I feel like it's been long enough. Alpha, please. Because it's a mega drill. But, but why is it so long? It looks so unwieldy. Ain't no way you're not digging into the ground like that. It's just slapping me into the next. Where does it come from? Wait, it's from Hoodwinked, the guy, and he just slowly slaps his hand across the screen. The guy goes flying. That's what Mega Excadrill is to me. Wham! Ah! Sorry, the visual's very funny. Oh, connects. I fucking hate you. Stop connecting to my capture card. Why does it do that? Oh my god, I got jump scared because I got the Genshin launcher up. Ew! Yucky! Seeing the user-generated content avatars there? Ew, disgusting. Who gives a fuck? Bring back Flynn's. When will my gift get 10,000 shares? People love hot anime men telling them to take ibuprofen. Can't believe that it's in like a couple months it's more famous than my Sino gift. Nobody likes Sino anymore. It's okay, Sino. When they buff you in 3 years, imagine playing Genshin couldn't be me. Sad face. I can't imagine it. I've been playing it. I've been playing it since early 2021. Anyway, can they buff Sino next? Please, 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 please. Please. They won't, but it's not my fault they have an interesting combat system. They just hate their consumers. They just hate us. Ugh. But then at the same time, they'll make a character and it's like, oh, well, it was made for me. This character was made exactly to appeal to me. I need to get them. This is about Durin, and it is also about Flynn's. They made those two little guys for me. They stop running into shit. Dratini. I feel it in my bones. One of the random fletchling. Ooh. I've never not wanted to hear Shiny Sparkle so bad. The curse of having your favorite character stuck in a bad game. Just kidnap them. just make your own and kidnap them. I mean, I was gonna say it's not, and then it's like, well, if it were a real game and not a gacha game, it would be a really good game. But because it's a gacha game, it's not a real game. But it has really interesting mechanics with the way that the elements react with each other and stuff. And the world building is really good. And even though some of the writing is super fucking wordy, there's a lot of good quests. It's just a gacha game. So it has gacha gameisms. And it also has Chinese gacha gameisms, which it seems like a lot of Chinese gacha games, like the Hoyo games, things like Arknights, where because of the way that the Chinese language is when it's translated into English, it's super wordy. And it's like it feels like this could be condensed because you can fit a lot more into a tiny space with with Chinese, but not necessarily with other languages. I'm not sure if other gacha games have this problem, but I've seen people be like, "Yeah, no, I've played other ones from Chinese companies, and this seems to be a common thread." Is Wuthering Waves is Kuro Chinese? Do they have this problem? Ah, man. When did Wuthering Waves came out? If you say 2 years ago, I'm gonna feel hella old. I remember when that came out. Ooh, Genshin Killer. And now nobody's talking about it. I think so. I'm gonna affect the I'm gonna affect the Clauncher population. Oh, brother. Ain't nobody talking about that game anymore. It's hysterical to me. What's even happening over there? Wait, Tribe 9's about to die. Oh my god. Gotcha, I don't like... Gotcha games bad, drama funny. Except a bunch of gotcha content creators are giga losers. Like giga losers. I'm not talking about like, oh, they're whales. I'm talking about like, oh, people with the most rancid, no life, no touching grass, never seen a woman in their life takes ever. Tribe 9 about to die? It was dead months ago. Well, true. I meant like literally die, like literally become unplayable. I meant end of service. I thought that was happening in November. Only Tribe 9 months. I feel so bad. I feel so bad for them. They probably wanted to make a real game. And the studio was like, you have to make a fake game. You have to make a gacha game. And it was doomed from the start. It's so Jover. I don't even think it was like the worst flop ever, but they pulled the cord on it immediately. Huh? Baffling. The gacha was a bad call. I'm telling you, every single gacha game that exists would be better if it was just a real game. However, the gacha model just makes too much money. There is not a singular gacha game that would be best as a gacha game. Let's be so fucking for real, yeah? Don't spend money on gacha games. Don't install them. Don't play them. I play them and I'm gonna talk about them. Don't listen to me, okay? This includes Limbus Company. Don't do it. People say it's free to play friendly. Don't fucking listen to them. They're lying. They buy the battle passes. Do people still do that thing where they're like, oh, I only spent $5, so I'm like free to play plus. I'm basically free to play. Motherfucker, no, you're not. You don't have a free to play account if you spent money. That's not how it works. Because you're treating free to playness like it's some sort of morality badge. Like, brother, it's okay. You're not losing a part of your soul if you're not free to play. That's another one of those. I need you to take a deep breath. All right? In and out. I hope people don't do that. That shit was hella annoying. I'm just sanity checking myself. Okay. But also if those fletchel... If they saw me, they would run away. So it wouldn't matter. I'm a terrible person. I spend money on gachas and steal candy from children to sell for more gacha. Well, don't steal from children. Steal from corporations, silly. I mean, I would never advocate for stealing. Don't steal. Especially not from Adobe. Never pirate Adobe. Anyways, how about instead of getting Adobe Premiere, you should download DaVinci Resolve for your editing software. Smile. Actually free. Like, you don't have to pirate it. It is literally just free. Corporations of scary goons. It's so sad how the word goons have been ruined forever. It's such a good word. So I've heard. Nodding my head. I'd say I use it, but I'm putting use very lightly. I use it to edit out ad breaks. I've never actually, like, edited something. Yeah? So I don't know what that's like. I have ideas, but I've never truly. I can add it to my skill set eventually. I promise you though, if you steal a candy bar from Target, you're not gonna get in trouble. They just keep a tally of how much you steal, and if it goes over a certain threshold, then they'll prosecute you because they have a bunch of evidence. But just don't get caught, silly. Not like it's ever happened to me. I've just heard that's what happens. I was gonna say, man, when's the last time I stolen something? When's the last time I felt alive? Oh wait, no, I think I know. It was semi-recently. Exactly. Getting greedy is what gets you caught. Exactly. Be reasonable. Don't be trying to steal a TV. That's just silly. You're asking for trouble. But if you're over here stealing a bottle of soap or something, I know that they're gonna want to get you in trouble. But they shouldn't. You you can have it as a little treat. Or if you do get caught doing something bad, fess up to it. Well, see, because in my brain I'm like, well, there's tiers to crime. If you're stealing a snack, who the fuck cares? Why? I know the corporations will care, but why should I, as a person, care that you did that? I don't. Why should I care if you stole a bar of deodorant or a toothbrush? I don't. Take it. You try and lie about it, it becomes much worse. Yeah, but who are we lying to? This is a hypothetical. I ain't saying stealing is good, but I ain't saying that it's bad. I'm not saying it's inherently bad. When all big corpo wants to do is wring you dry, bring up prices, when all they want to do is make record-breaking profits for their shareholders, when ingredients don't actually cost more to make shit, they just wanna see number go up. I don't feel bad for them. You cannot make me feel bad for them. That's not a person. I'm thinking about on all those fucking marketing documents I had to read. Oh wow, your number goes up just arbitrarily, and you want me to feel bad for you? Oh, poor little corpo. No, no, I want you to suffer. Actually, I want you to go out of business so bad. You've just got If you have to live on government bailouts, maybe your company should just go under, perchance. Like, I don't know. Too big to fail? Just let them fail, silly. That's my same energy as inflation. Just print more money. Just make it not inflate. Don't try and explain it to me. I don't care. Just make things cost less. Anyway, that's a long-winded way of saying don't give Adobe a dime of your money. Never do it. They don't deserve it. I hate them. Why is it that so many to be fair, everyone's doing it. So many creative-based companies are embracing AI so much. Motherfucker, if I'm trying to make shit, I don't want a freaking computer. Don't 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 use fake robot slurs. Don't say it. I will delete your message. Why are you trying to show this to me? Stop. That's another thing I keep seeing in my stupid incognito Rex. I get slop. I get Asmongold. I get a bunch of AI. Help! Help, I'm in hell. Why can't I just get cat videos? Where are all my gay people? Huh? Oh my god, Hollow Knight fans piss me off. Sorry, that is related. I feel like there's too many straight people. No, that's so mean. It's because they want a cheaper way out that isn't hiring who would work cheaper than the average artist. But like if I'm an artist and I want to spend money on a creative program to help me create things, why would I want an AI helping me? I want to do the thing and make it. I want to make the thing. Why are you trying to shill something to make it for me? I don't get it, man. Sorry. It's related to Hollow Knight. because I keep seeing posts like, man, every time someone misgenders Chris Deltarune, an angel loses its wings. And it's like, damn, vessels, all the vessels in Hollow Knight, Dante Limbus Company, Chris Deltarune holding hands, fan base who can't fucking gender them correctly to save their goddamn lives. People cannot read. Read! No, you'll get an AI that's in your programs and you'll like it. I know you're an artist and all, but how about you use AI to make your pictures? No. Die. I mean, die. I mean, I'm putting you in a hydraulic press. Hellish. But then at the same time, can we not be making up robot slurs? Can we like not be doing that? Can we not do that? Oh my god. And it's so funny, circling back to Genshin, the first time I ever heard people say that was about Inefa, robot character. I know it's not shiny. It's not shiny. If it was shiny, I would know. It's really obvious. But what if... Okay, everyone take a sippy of water now. Coffee doesn't count. Alcohol doesn't count. Soda doesn't count. Wawa. Whatever. Go, my shrimp. It's so annoying. It's a biotic soda. I don't know what that means, but soda has a bunch of sugars in it. And that's not very hydrating, now is it? No, it's not. Bad sugars, because I'm like Gatorade or whatever has a lot of fucking sugars because it has electrolytes. It's supposed to energize you. It has sparkling water in it. Huh? So it's water with water? Or it's diluted soda? That sounds yucky. But also, I'm biased. I hate sparkling water. I've never liked it. It tastes gross. If I wanted to drink water that had a taste, why would I not want it to taste like the thing? It doesn't taste like anything, and it's weird and fizzy. Just drink sparkling apple cider or something. The peak of beverage. More sparkling water for me. I accept this. I feel like I know so many people who love sparkling water, and I just do not get it. You will not Stockholm me into liking it. I will just drink my regular water, and that'll be fine. I want to get appy cider so bad, but I probably shouldn't be drinking so much liquids before bed. I'm sure you're not supposed to drink liquids like an hour before bed because it'll mess with your like because your kidneys or whatever. You'll have to get up. I don't care. Me need water now. Me drink water. Water now. Speaking of electrolytes, it's what plants crave. Oh man. I'm trying to recall. It's got electrolytes. What are electrolytes? I don't know. But they're freaking awesome. And Brondo's full of them. Where is that? Where is that actually from? I don't know. I don't know where Brondo is from. I only know it because it was huge on Flipnote Hatena. Yep. that was my cultural awareness. That was where I first heard of Portal. Idiocracy? Question mark? Is that the actual name, or are you just saying that? Because I don't know what that is. Oh, it's a movie. Wait, speaking of movies. What's people's favorite horror movies? I want horror movies. Preferably that aren't slashers because I've already seen a decent amount of them. Smile. Oh, just go look them up. Yeah, well, I'll forget to look them up as soon as I click end stream, stop recording. Ah. Oh wait, I'm almost completely done catching up on the VODs, but that's mostly because I've been skipping out a lot of streams, but it's whatever. I'm only a few away. Jacob's Ladder? I've heard of that. I've heard of that. What is that? I almost wanted to say that I've watched it, but no. I was thinking of Rosemary's Baby, which I definitely have watched. I like that one. Yet another horror movie about, like, motherhood. Just like Alien. Wowzers. Yeah, I was talking about Alien 3 earlier. Bad, 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 very, very bad movie. Ooh, frustrating in ways that are difficult to articulate. It's kind of like Silent Hill. Well, see, that kind of means nothing to me because I've never played a Silent Hill game. However, I know the stories of the Silent Hill games. I know everyone likes 2 the most. I know that F came out recently, and I've been watching someone play through that. I'm like, ooh, themes. I love themes specific to womanhood. Smile? Okay, that sounds sarcastic. I'm being truthful. F is pretty fun. That's good. Also, read Higurashi. Oh, brother. See, what if I compromised and read Umineko, okay? Isn't that the same guy? Because I want to read Umineko. What do you mean? Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Also, yeah. Okay. I don't know. I'm just yapping, okay? All I remember from Higurashi back in the... Because I watched it. I don't remember a singular thing that was going on other than people talking about yanderes, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I understand the reading experience would be much different. Oh, yeah, isn't there, like, a one torture scene, and there's, like... there's either a girl and she's a twin, or there's... She just got 2 modes. Fingernail torture scene, question mark? Question mark? I did the sound novel, huh? I believe so? Okay. No, because I know that you can, like, buy the visual novels for Umineko, but then also there's, like, some fan-made version that has additional goodies that you can just get, and I was thinking about just getting that. And then I didn't know if that would be good stream reading. We could have our weekly book reading. Because it does seem interesting. I have no idea what it's about, though. Did anyone watch... Did anyone play / watch Corpse Party back in the day? For some reason, Higurashi and Corpse Party are holding hands in my brain. I'd go in blind. I mean, yeah, I'm trying to, but I do not know what to expect, and I am telling you that. I think it's like some sort of murder mystery type deal. That's a bit too far for me. Man, what the fuck was that, though? I don't remember a single thing from it, other than you couldn't save that one girl, rip to that one girl, except for in, like, one of the sequels in which there's, like, time travel or something. I don't fucking know. And that the anime was terrible. But I liked the opening. It's been 4 hours, almost, not 4 hours. It's been 3 hours, no shiny, by the way. What if I just ended stream and then I just, like, stayed up? Huh? What if I just stayed up and shiny hunted? Off stream. And then I found it immediately. That would be funny. And then I could finally move on. The one benefit about hunting in this location is I don't have to have the sound on. Because with the other location, there's a lot of things that are hard to see, so sound is very helpful. It would be. Stop hiccuping. Grr. Next ad break, I'll go check the monkeys. Dragonite. Giving it a forehead kiss for good luck. My little baby. Why are you not pink? Or whatever color you turn into. Also, another good horror movie. Meh. It's normal. House of 1,000 Corpses. Huh. I've never heard of that. I can, I can put 1 and 2 together, though. I shall look up later. It's almost Halloween. May as well do something. I feel like I like Halloween in theory more than I do in practice, because in practice I just don't do anything. It's like, oh, go to a party? No, I don't know people. What else do you do? Good question. The main villain does such a great job. Good for them, I guess. Out of what's the movie with Pinhead? I know that's not really like a horror movie, but which one is that? For I wanted to say trans woman Pinhead. Hellraiser. Thank you. I don't know. I was thinking of that recently. That's a great book. It's a book. Okay, to be fair, there are a lot of movies adapted from books that I wouldn't think are books, like Jurassic Park. Not a movie original, that's a book. Also a movie. I've seen the movie. That's about it. I know it has Pinhead. And the movie has great effects. I've seen it. I kind of forget everything that happens, though. So I guess it didn't leave a deep impression on me, which means I just have to see it again. Smile, I guess? I feel like it's so rare that a movie will make a really strong impression on me and will stay with me. It's much more likely that a show will do that. Maybe that's why I'm not like a big movie person. It's rare that I get a movie and I just want to like chew on it for a while. I see it and I'm done with it, and then it just leaves my brain. Is it bad that I'm like, man, one of the only movies that I could think of off the top of my head that it's done that is Promare, which is not like the greatest movie, but the reason it only sticks with me because it trans my gender, but I feel like that's a rare instance. That's not a common occurrence. Yeah? It's bad! Nah, it is what it is. Grr! I wanna like movies more, but I just don't. I feel like with a lot, I just end up being like, I just wish that there was more, but then there isn't. And it just feels like things move too fast, and there should be more to it. I should rewatch The Truman Show. That's not a horror movie, I know. But another movie where it's like, man, I think I liked it, but I also just don't fucking remember what happens in it. Slipped right off the brain. The Kino Show. I remember liking it, and it has a great ending, of course, iconic ending of all time. What the fuck happens? Could not tell you. And part of the reason why I remember the ending so well is because it feels like it's a very popular, like, fan art thing. Drawing them in that pose in the ending staircase. Like, it's such an iconic visual, right? It's like, ah, yeah, of course. And there's so many ways you can fit it to adapt to so many narratives. They cooked. They cooked. Very, very chewable. Very chew toy. Squeak a squeak. Grr. It makes me laugh every time Daisy's like chewing at her pineapple toy, which is much bigger than her tiny little jaw. Not like so big that she needs to like strain herself to, but she can't like get the squeaker comfortably, right? She can't usually get it. It's so funny when she actually gets the squeaker. It's a shame it doesn't happen more often. And then she has another toy. It's like literally a bottle shaped. It's squishy. It's not like a glass bottle, yeah? But it has a squeaker in like the big section. No shot can she get that. So she carries it by the neck and it's so funny. I wish I could get a good picture of her carrying it by the neck, but I just can't. Rare spawn. She also has a turkey, but that one doesn't squeak. It just kind of crinkles. Non-slasher films, let's see, I mean, obviously the slasher of all time, but Halloween, see, but like, I said no, not slashers preferably because I've probably seen them, because like Halloween, I've seen that one. I think. I mix up Halloween and I mix up Michael Myers and Jason in my brain, okay? They are holding hands. But I've seen both of those. I've seen Friday the 13th, you know, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Scream. I know I'm forgetting a bunch, but like I've seen a good amount of them. I'm like that's not the vibe. Because I feel like a slasher is very different from like other like a horror movie. I'm only thinking of it because I said it earlier, like Rosemary's Baby. Very different vibe. Yes, I know. Oh man. Yeah, I can rewatch Nope for like the 4th time. That's a good movie. That's not a slasher, but I'd say that's a horror. Big floppy pancake in the sky. Pat pat. I think have I watched it 3 times? Because I know I watched it with a friend. I don't know if we watched it. When the hell are we gonna watch Paddington 2, huh? We watched Paddington 1, and it was so distracting because it was when my Discord hated streaming things, right? Or hated being on a stream because he was streaming it. He has a media server or whatever. And it was super delayed. So I was having a hard time following because the audio was way ahead of the visuals. I kept getting distracted by the main villain's really bad wig. Or it wasn't like bad, but it was obvious. I'm like, I'm like, girl, your wig. Stop. And let it be known, I have a hard time telling if a wig is like well applied or something. I'm like, this is it has to be bad because I can tell it's a wig. Shout out that silly little bear. I've never had marmalade in my life. I feel like I wouldn't even like it. Marmalade on bread just sounds kind of vile. Ugh. Like, it would have the orange peel in it, right? Nah, I'm scared. The texture. Who knows? Ew? What? That's like that's like the preferred food of the CGI bear. Marmalade sandwich. No taste. What? Who are we earing? Marmalade over jam? I've literally never had marmalade, I don't think. And I don't really like jam because of the texture. Ugh. I don't like most jelly things. You think with how much I hate everything. Damn. I can't eat shit. I promise I really like food. My brain just hates everything. But I feel like if I wanted to eat an orange, I would just eat an orange. Why would I want it to be in jelly form? With peel? Marmalade has peel in it, right? It's just like you just like cook down the fruit with sugar, I imagine, then you like try and get out the seeds. I'm making shit up. I have no idea how you make it. Alright, lesson of the day. How the fuck do you make marmalade? I will fall off this building because I am not looking. I will miss the shiny because I'm not looking. Actually, I could send my little sillylings to look it up for me. Smile, who wants to look it up for me? How? Okay, I'm lying. I'm looking it up. How marmalade? How do you make it? We're learning. Minus. Fun fact: if you have a search engine that gives you the stupid fucking AI overview, if you type minus AI, like the minus sign AI, it doesn't give you the AI overview. You can also get extensions for that, or you could also just use a browser that doesn't have AI overview, or one where you can toggle it. But today we learned. Oh my god. Just fucking tell me how you make it. I'm finding a recipe. Oh my god, I hate you. I despise you. Ad break starts soon. That means we're gonna be looking for the monkeys. Let me pause so I'm not wasting time. Oh my god, I fucking hate you. I don't want email. Cut it up. Or place the fruit in a pan. Heat it. So you literally just cook down the fruit. You just cook down the fruit. Okay. Oh my god. My tabs. Okay. Give me back up. When the time changes over to night, we'll go check. The monkey. Well, like I've always been I've never liked peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Rare child who doesn't like that. Pretty much, yeah. So then, is the difference between that and jam just like the fact that you're gonna have the peel in it? You're gonna have the cooked down peel? I guess? Maybe consistency? Either way, shout out to that CGI bear. I am doubtful that British people would be that welcoming, though. Seems like everywhere you go, haterism. They're okay. Maybe I have a skewed perspective because that was a staple food for my brother. I'm just like, I cannot stand this. Yes, I will have the peel. Okay, so then orange juice with pulp or sans pulp? Which one? For me, see, in my brain, I'm like, I could probably handle the pulp, but then in reality, I would probably feel the texture of it and be like, ah, I'm scared. And I don't want to be scared of orange juice. I don't recall if I've ever had with pulp. See, I'd ask chunky or non-chunky peanut butter, but I have no thoughts on the matter because I ain't eating peanut butter anyways. With pulp, of course. Okay. See, I'm like, damn, I don't have a strong opinion on it. I'm like, I don't think I would like the pulp, but it's like it's pineapple on pizza to me. It's like if you don't like it or if you like it, fine. Who cares? It's not that big of a deal. You're acting like they're saying that I don't know, they kicked your dog. I promise it's not that serious. Can I please stop hiccuping? Oh my god, it's almost midnight. I've been running around in circles for 3 hours. Isn't shiny hunting cool and epic and silly? Are we having fun? Are we having fun talking about food? Food. Man. Because my mom made this stew the other day with a bunch of the pimento. Not pimento, I keep calling them pimento. Poblano. Poblano pepper. Different from a pimento. They are different colors too. Poblanos with like a stew with some meat and potatoes. And that shit was tasty as hell. I mixed in some pasta with it. Yummy. So cool, so epic, so silly. Excellent. That's what I strive for. And now I'm just gonna be thinking about stew, even though it's not even fucking cold enough. Okay, I'm a like, I will eat any food at any temperature. I don't care. If I want food, I want food. I will eat chili in the summer. I don't give a fuck. I want stew so bad, but I also want it to be cold. Can it be cold? It's October. Fuck are we doing? It's climate change. I know. Can it be cold, please? Please, please. It was cool today. Can it be cold? I know it's technically fall. But yeah, there's a bit of different from a poblano pepper and a pimento olive. Pimento isn't olive, it's the little red thing in the olive, and I don't actually like them in the olives. Once again, texture thing. I just want to eat an olive. I don't know why they put them in the olives. But I think of pimento because of pimento cheese, where you like have a cheese dip and you mix pimentos into it. It might be a southern thing. But either way, pretty yummy. But they're both peppers. Man, I have olives. I can go get olives. I could go get olives and orange juice. I'm gonna have a degenerate late night snack. Dude, don't curse my shrimp. Fuck you. All right, we're gonna go look at the things, and once it turns to day, I'm gonna call it. Actually saw my entire backyard frosted over this morning. It was 31 degrees. I was like, well, I'm not close to the coast, but in terms of state, you're definitely more landlocked than I am. Black olives? What? No, green olives. I like both. I feel like it's a coin flip. Like with Kalamata olives, I feel like those are a very popular black olive. Like they're just too much. But then some green olives are just too much. The ones that I have, they're just like, they're the perfect. They hit the nail on the head. I could eat a bunch of them, and they're not too much. But they're not like the black olives. I do like those. I kind of want some, but I don't have any. Olive or pickle? I'm team olive. People who ate olives, I'm hunting you down. What the hell is wrong with you? I'm kidding. Food opinions, not serious, but like why? Why do you have bad taste? Why do you have bad opinions? Ah! I'm always worried I'm gonna fall off that stupid little balance beam. Grr. Okay, whatever. Go my shrimp. Little scuttle sounds. I'm so endeared to this little shrimp. Look at him. Shirley. It's okay, Shirley. I hate seafood, so you will not be eaten. Although I'm pretty sure Clauncher would probably taste good if you did eat it. I think it's so funny how, like, canonically, in Pokemon universe, they eat them, But then they try and justify it as like, oh, they just drop it. It just happens. Isn't that like the case with Veluza? That's who I'm thinking of specifically, because with Slowpoke it makes sense. It's like a lizard, like how a lizard will shed its tail on occasion, but if you're intentionally yanking it off, then it's like, okay, that's not good. But you know, it'll happen occasionally, which is, I've seen people be like, oh, why is what Team Rocket does bad? Because they'll drop it anyways, and it's like, well, because they're probably cutting them off prematurely, silly Willy. These are context clues. Shout out to the Johto games for having the worst story, the worst team. I dare you to name a singular one of the Rocket admins. You probably can't. I can. You probably can't. I'm not even sure. Oh my goodness. I think there's one named Proton. And then there's Silver's mom. Shout out to Silver's mom. Exactly. Anyway. Oh man, then I would ask which one of these critters would be the tastiest out of all of them. But you can't choose any of the obvious ones. Like if you say Alchemy, you're weak. If you say Miltank, you're weak. If you say Sinistea, you're weak. None of the food ones, they don't count. I cannot exactly. And it's like, I don't want to think about that. I'm not hungry, so I can't think about it too deeply because it wouldn't be a true answer. It wouldn't come from the heart. But also, Sinistea is an S tier answer. It's literally tea. You could go tea or matcha, even though matcha is literally tea. It's just grass tea. It's grass. I don't think it's actually grass, but it's grassy. That's why people don't really like it too much. Man, Dratini, you could do the funniest thing ever. This is the least productive stream ever. 3 hours, what's happened? Nothing. Okay, at the end, actually, what I'll do, the day will transfer over. I will do one singular run through of the Furfruit area, and it could do the funniest thing ever, which is give me another launcher. I prefer chai tea. You prefer tea. Sorry. I do really like chai, but also chai does mean tea. Not to be pedantic, but I'm being pedantic. I have some chai, but I don't want to make some. I keep going for the oolong that I have, because oolong just, like, curb stomps every other tea to me. Yes, I know chai tea is essentially tea. No, it's not essentially tea. It is literally tea. I don't know exactly what language it derives from, but I am like 99% sure. It's so good. It's like chest warm because of all the spices and spicy. I just want to eat some rice and like mix a bunch of chili oil into it. Worst late night snack ever. That sounds so good right now. When the heck is there going to be a mochi rabbit Pokemon? Why doesn't that exist? Hold up. I'm cooking. I have an idea. Why does that not exist? Okay, I feel a little... Is that Japanese or is that... No, that's... Mochi is Japanese. Oolong is really good. That'll probably be a Christmas gift idea. If I got a bunch of tea for Christmas, I would be set. That's why I'm like, damn. I get a fucking chair for my birthday? Fuck yeah. Curry S plus tier food. And yes, I know there's like a bunch of different types of curry. This applies to all of them. I like all of them. Well, yeah, no, I like basically all of them. I am, however, kind of weak and not the most spice tolerant. Mochi is Japanese. I know, I was second guessing myself because I was thinking about Toho. But I'm like, no, it is Japanese. I had plenty when I was there. Yeah, I was thinking about like the lore of the rabbit hitting Mochi on the moon, right? Why the fuck is there not a Mochi rabbit Pokemon? Why? That would be so good. All right, we're gonna be ending up here. No Dratini, just because I'm gonna be leaving. I'll be leaving the area on stream. That doesn't mean I won't be coming back. That's what I thought. You fucker. Sorry. I don't hate the monkeys. We can see what I've done for Area 11. Let's do a couple. 3 run-throughs, and then I'll call it. Too delicious to live. No! They literally make critters out of food. Alchemy is literally whipped cream. And it turns into a cake. Anyway, so what I would do is I would start here, run through. You can look and see the clauncher. If any of the Stunfisk were shiny, I would hear them. Right? You look here, and I just pop down here. I run here, and that gets the Slowbro, 1 Slowpoke, and the 2 other Furfrou to spawn. And then I leave. And then we go over here. And I swear to God, if by the 3rd run through I go to the other side and I hear a shiny Sparkle and it is a Stunfisk, I want to kill it. Or if anyone has this game and you want a Stunfisk, I will give it to you. But I imagine that I will not receive a message like that. Hey, I want it. Like, shiny Stunfisk is good. I don't need 4 of them. I don't need 2 of them. I have 3 of them. I do, however, need 6 Clauncher. Whatever. Go my shrimp. I don't remember if this was 2 or 3. No Dratini, no Furfrou, no bitches. I swear to God, every single time I feel like I'm gonna see the stupid Slowbro. Alright, I'm assuming that this is 3. It's probably 4, whatever. Shiny hunting is cool. Oh! And now officially in my time zone, tomorrow's my birthday, but I'm gonna be busy, so no stream. Probably. Probably no stream. And probably none on Friday. So then I'll see you next week with who knows what. Hopefully back to Celesting. Not here. 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 I take it if I was playing it, might grab Digimon instead since my Switch is still missing an action. Ooh, if you do get the Digimon, tell me how it is. I have like no attachment to Digimon or any interest in it, but I like how passionate Digimon fans are. Happy early birthday, thank you, Smile. If I hear the sparkles, I'm gonna be mad. I'm sorry, what did you say? Oh! Hey, so remember last time when I was like, damn, you remember how, hey, let's talk about how it cost like $1 million Poké Dollars to join Team Flare back in the day, because that's what it was in X and Y? Or at least that's what some people. Okay, so this is either a rumor that went too far, or some people had to pay fine. Lysander, when I get your fucking ass. By the way, Ranky spoilers. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, Lysander showed up, and I wanted to beat his ass. I wanted to kick his lanky fucking legs in. Anyway, apparently being made immortal by the ultimate weapon makes you tall. Beach that makes you tall. Team Flare mentioned. Ah, his ass is tall like AZ. I wanted to kick his old man legs in. Ooh, when I get your fucking ass. Anyway, I wanted to do a run through just to make sure nothing over here was shiny because some slowpoke spawn that you can't see. Also the fucking Stunfisk. I swear to God, if that Furfrou over there was shiny, I would be mad. Okay. Nothing. 5 mil? Oh, brother. Alright, well. Oh god, I'm gonna sneeze. I'll try not to. Didn't get anything today on stream. That doesn't mean I won't be hunting off stream as soon as I end. Smile, because I will be. What about bed? Who cares? I'll probably see you next week, as I just mentioned. Hopefully, I will have this stupid freaking dog and worm by the time that happens. And if not, I'm gonna need an exorcism or something. I don't know. Surely Lysander will not do anything evil this time. Bro already needs to. I need to fist fight him regardless. I don't care. Redemption arc? No, 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 no. I need to. I need to fight him. I need to push him down the stairs. And on that note, let me push this old man down the stairs, and I'll see you next week. Okay? Bye bye.